I really miss my long hair. You know,
Hello there.
I cut like
Hello
7
there.
inches. I cut all this.
7
off.
inches is fine.
It's just a nip shot. It's that nip shot. Inside boobage.
Hey,
At the
okay, so
30-second mark.
good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, May 3rd, and this is Howard Stern Show tonight with your hosts Monique and Dennis and John and Xavier, and we are here to talk about the nonsense that is the show, and that's all we got. And I'm gonna take the elephant out of the room right now. If I see any talk about politics, abortions, women's rights, or anything not related to the show that we are going to do, I'll kick you out of the
Out you go.
He should have said G Canada tearing it up in the Deppening chat.
Listen, you know, G Canada.
That's
listen,
where I had no idea.
fine.
When he came in, I'm like, what is this conversation?
It's fine.
But it's funny,
It's
like
just-
you thinking like me looking at that coming from what you probably policed. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the hell is this conversation? It's at the end, and I felt.
Just
I'm
listen,
sorry.
this
So,
show is about removing you from your reality, the fact
True.
that you blew your boss and you still haven't gotten a raise.
Escapism.
We're
So
here to
We are
for
escapism.
silliness. We're
And
only here
we
for
are
shits
just
and
going to
giggles and
put that
silliness.
aside. And although
Another
Howard
reason
may
to
have
be
talked
here.
about it today, it's not part of the clips that we are doing. So yes, so today is Tuesday. He still has not had a guest, but apparently tomorrow he's having on another superstar famous for being really, really popular in 1998, which is Sheryl Crow.
It's like that.
And
Who?
I'm not
Who?
necessarily sure. Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl
I'm
Crow.
not sure why he has her on. I think she has some
She
sort of
was super cool
documentary
for
or
a
some
second.
shit. I
Did you know
loved
she played
her.
out his last day on K-Rock, Monique? At
I
the Hard Rock?
Loved her. I will tell you
She's
that my
talented.
only
She's
Sheryl
good.
Crow story is that one
I can
time.
tell you my Sheryl Crow story.
It's a
I mean,
really
this-
quick Sheryl Crow story. One time, so I had broken up with my ex-boyfriend, and
Yeah.
my girlfriend knew that I was really upset about it. She's the same girl that I used to go to LA with all the time, and has this, and we have the Scott Baio story together, and so she knew I was kind of down. I was really in a depressed way, and she's like, you know what? We're gonna do like something really special. She happened to be dating like some super high roller dude, who got us a room at the
Ooh.
Mirage. Let's go with.
Ooh la la.
I like how this is going.
And
Gavin
so she blindfolded me, and she's like, "Okay, have a surprise."
It's
So
even better.
48
Hold on.
hours.
Let me turn the lights off.
48 hours that nobody will ever know about. And we went to John Wayne Airport, and we took a
Ooh,
little
the
puddle
orange
hopper.
compy.
And we took a little puddle hopper to
Ooh la
Vegas,
la.
and it was my first time ever there. And Sheryl Crow happened to be on our flight. There was a fucking first class for literally a 35-minute flight, and so Sheryl Crow
skinny.
happened to be in first class, and her legs were like the size of my arm, and
she's
she was
skinny.
really hot back then. Like, and so she was.
she is,
I think
totally.
she was playing. She was playing in Vegas or something like that. And yeah, that was my only run-in with her. But so she obviously unblindfolded me before we went through security and whatever, and told me we were going to Vegas, and it was all on this dude that she was dating. So we went to see Siegfried and Roy. We went to. It was just one of those weekends of complete and utter debauchery that
Did your
that
mind
we-
get taken off the breakup?
that we that we never
Where was Scott Baio and all?
we never spoke of it again. Honestly,
And never speak of this
we
again.
will never speak of this again.
They
It
were
was one of those
asking
weekends.
me about they were asking about the Bill O'Reilly episode today in the chat.
What, John?
They were asking about the Bill O'Reilly episode in the chat today. We did.
What are you talking
Remember
about?
when O'Reilly interviewed Howard and we broke it down with Benjamin? They wanted to know.
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
yeah.
I thought that was really good.
About how tall they were and all that stuff. You know, I have something
There's money.
queued up for us to do when he finally goes on vacation.
Which is soon. Another
So
month.
yeah, so we have Magic Johnson that we are for sure doing.
Yeah.
Look out.
And
Pat
then we
O'Brien.
we also have the gear up to Howard leaving to go to Sirius, which is completely different than the E thing that played. It was it's called like The Life and Times of Howard Stern, or,
Yeah.
Howard Stern is leaving terrestrial or something like that. And it was done in like a masterpiece theater type of way.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with this at all?
Yes.
Yes.
You must
No.
be, right? Okay, good, because I didn't watch it, and I think it's one of those things that we will definitely review and
It needs to be
have fun
reviewed.
with when he goes on vacation.
For-
So,
You think
yeah.
that you think that Howard will ask her about Lance Armstrong's one testicle?
Yes.
I think
right.
not.
That's right. Forgot about that relationship.
Oh,
I
how
think
can
he
you
will.
forget
I
that
think
one
he
nut?
I don't know why. I forgot completely.
Or did you see anything creepy with Michael Jackson when you
Give me
were
blue ball.
the backup singer?
Cheryl, do you think your name depressed you because your surname is a goth bird? Do you blame your parents for your surname? Yeah, it's so true.
I liked her. I thought she was fucking awesome for a
She's
second.
very talented. She's very...
No, she was awesome. No, I was not a yacht girl, you douchebag. I'm not
Nah.
that girl. It's just that, you're just like a normal girl back when, back before Vegas was, just bottle service and whores trying to make themselves
Horse.
popular.
You the
Who was-
horse.
Who was, she legitimately had a boyfriend who like really spent a lot of money out there. So he treated for like the whole weekend, and my girlfriend just signed the bills. That's it. And then never.
sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard.
I bet Robin's rendition of Sheryl Crow. If it makes you happy.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so here's what we're reviewing today. So we've got. Hold on, Mo needs to put her glasses back on.
I mean, there's like an hour of maybe. An hour
And
total
you know
of
what? Let's
content.
hopefully get out of here for an hour, because we were like 2
I
hours
mean-
yesterday, and that was
I'm
entirely
a
too
J.
long.
Fudd. I hold a
need-
mansion
need
and a yacht.
sleep.
Yes. Yes, I stole $100 bills in
He
Vegas.
was
at the second
tired.
night.
He was tired, and he was bagging on his parents. And Beefus came on the air, and he admitted he's stupid. So yeah, his low IQ.
So Cheryl, are your parents a burden?
Exactly. Okay.
I have a nice thunderstorm rolling in. This is gonna be great.
I just had it. I just had it.
Can we get this out of the way? When you say she's gonna be in studio, it doesn't mean she's gonna be
In-
within 1,000 miles of him.
In a studio, not his.
In a
Yeah,
studio.
in a studio. Thank
a
you.
studio
Not his.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's just funny how they and now they do the creative cutting, so you never see the monitor anymore. It almost looks like they're in the same place at the same time.
Oh, Sin Lu Hu several times, and having nothing to do with Vegas. Silly girl.
Ooga.
All right, let's go to our first clip of the day, which is the morning dick jolt.
Oh God.
I know all of this is going to hurt us so much. So
Oh, it hurt me the first time.
okay, well, yeah, be prepared for part 2. Hence the reason this is called whatever the fuck I named this
8
show.
guests in 5 months.
Here we go.
I'm on, and I'm exhausted. I woke up at about 2 o'clock in the morning and had a lot on my mind, and I
Sure you
couldn't
did.
fall asleep.
Uh,
And now I'm really missing the idea of drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. Man, I need artificial stimulant in the worst
You need
way.
that jolt.
I need a jolt. I do. I need a jolt. Maybe a dildo in my ass, like Ronnie takes. I could get one of those.
Jolt. Yeah, get one of those things that vibrate.
you can't take Ronnie anymore. I can't take any
That
reference. To
was a
Alright.
portend of things to come for
So-
the entirety of the show, right, Dennis?
Right. I mean, every guy out there. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Oh shit, I'm out of coffee. You know what? Let me put a dildo in my ass because that'll wake
Yeah.
me up.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the first thing that comes to mind, right? I mean, God, come out of the closet already. Good God.
Oh, this didn't get in my ass. Jesus
Short and nasty in the
Christ,
house.
really?
So there's no coffee in the
There
mansion
is
of what?
0.0 ambiguity as far as his sexuality.
Oh God.
It's not
You're
even.
reading
I'm
the,
bored of talking. I'm bored of talking about.
It's
it.
you're
I'm bored of even
absolutely
innuendo.
right. Yeah.
No straight man says a dildo in my
none.
ass. None.
No one.
None.
Not one.
And
None.
if they didn't pull it out of Ronnie, to be quite frank with you, I don't think he would ever say that on air. Like he would never talk about dildos in his ass, and
Ronnie
he knows
gives him
that
another
boss
excuse
likes
to
it.
go to that.
So that's where he goes. Hey, short and
Oh,
nasty in the
Hibble.
house. Nice to see you.
Hey, Hibble girl. Hey, Hibble girl. If you love when he talks about his mom's boobs, guess what? You're gonna be happy today.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Welcome to another day of
Another day.
Clarify
Thank
the
you for the
third. Thank you
dollar.
so much. Thank you so
Woo,
much.
$1.99.
Dollar bills, yo.
Yo,
Make it
listen,
drizzle.
you know what?
You're-
Anything is
Make it
more than
drizzle.
what we had when we started the show. So
You know what's
it's-
really funny,
it's all
Mo?
good. What?
Even gay guys don't talk about that. If you like,
No, they
No,
don't.
Yeah.
no,
like the
they do
case is
not.
classic when you ask them about it, like, oh, we just blow each other, you know. It's like they don't even talk about the anal thing as much as
No,
Howard
they
does.
don't.
It's like legit.
Okay, hanker for a hunk of cheese, loving your avatar. The natural first words after I need a coffee are always, I need a dildo up my ass. Of course they are. Of course they are. This
I mean,
is
it's
the way our world works.
Starbucks is gonna have a new service.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have
Exactly.
anybody paying him for coffee, so
Exactly.
therefore he's not having any.
I can't
So
believe
there's
this show's
that.
still going. You ready to get stupider, chat? You ready
It's
to
a
get
caramel
stupid?
up the asshole.
Hang with us.
Yeah, really. Get stupid. Get stupid with
guys.
us. Okay, so
I will, Alfie. Ooh, you're in for a surprise. You're in for a treat.
Ooh, Effie.
Ooga.
Oh, Pibble Girl with a super sticker. Thank you so much.
Whoa!
Hey, you're so cute.
Thank you.
I want to talk about this next clip that we're going to put on because I think the lies are rampant in it, and I'm trying to understand
When
why.
aren't they?
Oh no,
So-
no, really?
Let's talk about this really quickly, and let me cue it up for you. So he's talking about the fact that his mom is starting to eat again, and that she had some consomme. Wow, who's the Mark Nichols podcast?
I don't know. It's the Mark Nichols podcast.
Who
Oh,
are
come
you
on,
guys?
everybody knows Mark Nichols.
Can I tell you my
No, I
favorite
don't know Mark
story
Nichols.
real
Who's Mark
briefly?
Nichols?
Real quick.
Go ahead. You got something?
No, well,
No, what do you-
we'll find out.
No, I got nothing.
Come on, you've
Mark
heard of his
Nichols.
brother.
All I'll say is
Well,
read Perez.
for
Hilton
sure you've
today.
heard of his brother
That's Mark
Terry,
Nichols.
right?
Terry Nichols. Yes,
Terry
exactly. Mark Nichols, tell us who you are, and thank you. Thank you for the donation.
He's in a Supermax right now.
So here's what I want to talk about. So he said that she had some consomme yesterday, and then Robin called him out on it and said, "Well, I thought she ordered like a bunch of bagels the other day from Doordash." And so he had to kind of like stumble over himself to talk about how she,
Oops.
wanted all this food, but yet his first words were like, she's finally eating again, and she had some consomme.
And what a
which
stupid
means she's
thing
basically
to
eating
lie
bluff.
about. What a dumb, of all things, and he lies to lie about that. Of all things, it's so innocuous. He
It's
lies
just
so much,
amazing
it's
to
like-
me.
it's so thank you for the dumb lie, okay?
Exactly.
It's really
He can just say, "Hey, DoorDash is a good service." He's got to
I know.
concoct this preposterous
Everything's a-
story.
Everything's a cash grab.
But the bagel boss thing, that he wants like them to probably deliver free to his mother.
Bagel.
Give her like it's almost like
Choose-
straight men didn't need Howard to verbalize his horniness when Jenna Jameson was in studio. I don't need him facilitating horniness for men either.
Well said, David.
Perfectly
The
said.
straightest gay man I know.
Oh, look at Sin Lu Hu knowing who Mark Nichols is. I love it. Mark Nichols podcast takes listeners on a conversational journey with interesting people and interesting topics.
So that means
I'm all
Stern.
over it.
Wow.
That means Stern will never be on there. That's okay.
Mark,
get
let's
her to
cross
write our
promote.
things?
I'm all over it.
Can I call you Big Mark?
I'm all over you.
How would you describe us? Four
Okay,
idiots.
so let's listen. Let's
yapping
listen
away.
to this. Let's listen to this clip, and you guys parse through it with me and tell me what you think. Okay, here we go.
Oh God, I'm exhausted. Can I go back to bed? My my mother's finally sort of coming like into her own. She's eating now. My mom's. I thought we were already planning the funeral. I thought she was on the way out. Well, she had some sort of comeback. I don't know how long it'll last, but she's she ate a bowl of soup yesterday. Of course,
Wow.
nothing. It was just consomme, but.
Oh, but it was at least she
Yeah.
wanted it. I mean, I couldn't believe when you told us she ordered a bagel with cream
Yeah,
cheese
lox.
and smoked salmon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
other day. And
Right.
Can you get me? She calls
Oh.
Beth for her food.
We're going to go back into that in
Thanks,
a second.
Jill.
So, did he not just catch himself in like a stupid lie right there?
Duh.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark Nichols
yes.
podcast. I'm a newbie podcaster trying not to get kicked out of my community here in Tennessee while going after politicians. Very nice. I love Tennessee. It's absolutely one of my
Tennessee.
favorite states.
Tennessee.
I used to visit there
Tennessee,
often,
Tennessee.
and I love it. I think that Tennessee is quite possibly one of the most beautiful states that people don't realize is really one of the most beautiful states.
Mark
So,
Nichols,
yeah.
you are the John Morant of politician call-outs in Tennessee. Same
Okay, who's
athleticism.
coming in with the comment, Xavier?
Okay.
Get the kukwa. Beaverhausen! Get to the Beaverhausen now!
I bet that
5
Ray
minutes
is at the
spread, no
point
sound.
where her food is pureed. Exactly. She's only having consomme. My mom died from dementia-related issues. Ray is not long for the world. She will soon forget how to properly swallow and digest. Yeah, that happens to be true. You know, a lot of us have parents who suffer from memory issues and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. And, you know, Howard keeps kind of insisting. And, you know, the problem with Howard is that the only thing that he knows how to do is to throw money at situations. So it
all he
doesn't
does.
matter how much he loves or hates them. It's just that his job is to feed as much to them. And God knows there's enough vampires out there who are going to, you know, agree to do it for him. That really, in reality, they probably should both be in like end of life care of some
Yeah,
sort.
hospice. They should be in hospice.
And
They
on the
probably are.
morphine drip.
Let's be honest. You know?
Wigspess.
Yeah, everybody go check out Mark Nichols' podcast.
It's like Howard saying that he would wish he's next to, you know, in bed. He's like 5 feet from a bed. And
Well, in
if
this
they're
case,
not end
throwing
of
money
life-
at the problem's easier for him. It's not that he's generous; it's just easier because he's really lazy. And then in this case, just throwing money at it so he doesn't have to deal
Thank
with
you,
it.
Shane.
Yeah, thank you,
Woo,
Linda,
Shane.
for saying that. Yeah, she does say her name. She does spell her name Ray, R-A-Y. It's not R-A.
It's like I know it's felt different every time.
I didn't want to. I didn't want
Drop
to.
that
You know,
already.
give
Oh, who
anybody
cares?
like. Howard's recent renewed focus on his parents as they're near the end is just disgusting. Yes, and Shane, that's why we're here. We're here to remember these things and to remember. Look at
did-
Tiger Lily. Whatever, Mo. Worst uniforms ever. UT Orange is a travesty. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's nothing anybody wants to look at more than once.
If you remember, we spent about 2 years calling him out for not talking about it. He would not bring his parents up for about 2 years.
now
It
it's
was
like-
really odd. And we go show for show, and we're like, why is the parent? What's going on with his parents? We spent 2 years doing that, and now we're at this. When they die,
Yeah.
he's going to get another 3 years mileage out of it.
Oh my God, is he ever? It's going to be horrible, and
You think-
you know, and then
Oh,
everybody's going to feel
all of a sudden
sorry
he's
for
gonna
him,
be like,
even though they're
I was
laughing at
crying,
him. And
Robin. I was listening
and-
to the Foo Fighters
So
and
the
crying
world
thinking
is-
about my old man.
The martyrdom.
exactly, he went to a dark place.
Oh.
All right, so let's go on to clip
But-
number 3. I'm
well,
sorry,
no, no,
Dennis.
but
What would you want to say?
well,
babe?
there's a key part of that clip. They call Beth to order food.
I
Now,
got it.
I'm
It's coming
trying
up
to-
right now.
Oh, I
Get
thought
the
you said
anorexic
that.
to order
Yeah, I
food.
got it right now because I just wanted to lead into that, which
Yes.
is that apparently, okay, so in this convoluted world that is Howard in Florida and his mother in New York, is that he apparently keeps wanting to tell us that, okay, first he calls his mother's person her secretary, okay? My mother's secretary is
King of all.
calling Beth in Florida to
The worst
order
euphemizer
food.
on the planet Earth.
Because why wouldn't you just give the person who is living with your mother the Doordash account and let her order whatever the fuck she wants?
Exactly.
I mean, it's just ridiculous to me how this
DoorDash.
goes down. But let's listen about Ray's secretary.
She calls Beth for her food. Somehow she got a hold. She doesn't call Beth. Her aid called. Like it's like my mom's
she doesn't
secretary's
even
on
make
the
the
phone.
call.
Like,
Yeah.
And the woman's like,
Hello,
is this
I heard. fucking
Yes.
okay.
Tell
No,
her,
no.
excellent. You hear my mother in the back, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, that's happening.
Yeah.
That's
Like, all
happening.
right, so Beefus is in Florida, and is on call with that but in between taking selfies of itself
Right.
Yeah,
with cats and,
Right.
and meditating and whatever nonsense it does.
Right.
Drunk
It's
in the
getting
bathtub.
calls from this assistant in
Right.
New York to get
Yes.
food delivered to that home.
Yes. Yes.
it's-
Yes. The home that has food at it.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean the whole thing is utterly insane.
Yes,
I mean,
let us not forget, and he said it today. He's like, if you knew how much I was paying a month, your head would spin.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Here we are, starting at $20,000 a month.
That's what I
Okay.
imagine. Yeah, I'm not. My head's not spinning. That's
50.
exactly what I imagine.
It's
I'm
Three
not
I
bedroom,
shocked.
one
figured
bath.
His
I can
nut,
get-
his nut is probably $50,000 there at least.
I'm not even joking when I tell you for $20,000 in the city, I could have like a penthouse at like the best apartment building there is and still get help off the
Thank you,
books to
Chaka Khan.
fucking feed me and wipe my ass for
Right.
$20,000 a month.
Yeah.
Seriously.
He likes
I mean,
to
not
brag
that that's a
about
bad
having the most
idea. I got to be
expensive
honest with you, but yeah.
tier.
Chaka Khan coming in with the chat. Howard doesn't know anything. His mom is not
so-
eating solid food. A friend probably told him to send food. DoorDash is clearly a sponsor.
Yeah,
I
we
agree
talked
with
about
you a
the product
thousand
mix.
That has
percent.
nothing to do with
Velveeta
their
cheese.
existence.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
has nothing to do with
could you
anything other than
imagine-
his need for us to know this. That's all.
Could you imagine like a 94-year-old woman eating bagel, lox and cream cheese, and I mean, and a pickle? I mean, I just the whole concept.
It's
like,
so preposterous.
Well, there was
It's
the thing, like
preposterous.
when you get braces, Dennis, when you get braces, the first thing they lay you can't eat bagels and you can't eat apples, right? She's gnawing a fucking Jews and bagels. I'll tell you, even through that.
Yeah, when I
No, I
had
don't
braces,
think so.
I actually still don't chew gum any longer. And I
Gum,
don't really eat
bagels,
apples
and
unless I cut them
apples.
up into pieces.
So,
It's a weird thing. Beavis can spend $3,000 on a kitty cat dress, but the person who birthed you must beg for DoorDash orders. Yeah, that's probably true.
DoorDash.
I
They don't
think
even
that
know what
he's. I think that
DoorDash
he's
is.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Can you
that he's just at
imagine that?
No,
Ugh,
no.
This Chipotle is not kosher.
yeah,
give
I
me a
don't-
break.
I just don't believe it.
Stupid.
The
$3,000
germaphobe
a
wants
month, I wouldn't
DoorDash.
be writing to you from Bama.
It's
Facts.
it's 100% a commercial. I'm 100%.
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely.
Would germaphobes advocate DoorDash, by the way?
No.
Ugh,
Supposed germaphobes.
that man from Ecuador touched my food. I know it.
You know what, Farmer
Do you remember what
Justin?
Grillo had to do with the grill at the deli back in the 90s? Casey
Well, because it
Grillo
was
had to-
breakfast time and he
Yes,
didn't want breakfast,
yes,
so everything
that's-
had to be cleaned before he could.
Could you imagine saying that to some deli guy?
You know what,
fucking working
Farmer
his ass
Justin?
off?
I don't agree with you. I think that those two are so tight and so close that once one goes, the other one will
Yeah.
follow soon thereafter. I
It'll be
really
very
believe that.
quick.
I don't
I
think
had
that
a-
one will outlive
looked
the
at
other
that.
one.
It tends to be
And
true.
you're probably right, Mr. Judy Tenuta. Ray probably doesn't have any teeth. I mean, really, what are we talking about here?
94 years old.
It's just, yeah. Okay. I'm not putting that up, AJ Bones. Okay.
Hey, hang on. Let me do
AJ
my tribute to
Bonza.
Ray right now. Ready? Ready, guys?
Go. Thank
Oh my
you. Thank you.
God.
Thank you for chewing in our ears. What are
I
you
love
eating,
having
by the
teeth.
way? What do you got? You love having teeth?
Yes.
That's nice. That's nice. Get them cleaned
what
every
we do.
once in a while. We'll all be happy. Okay. Food is horrible at the home, and again, $20,000 a month. So let's talk about that for a quick
First of all,
second.
where I have my parents, where they live in the fucking greatest place. I pay for all their food. They have a complete dining room. My mother's decided she doesn't like
And
the food
they
at the
must
dining
have
room.
bagels and lox in the dining room.
My father eats that every day. My mother decided it's not good enough for her, so now I got to
Why?
import food from restaurants.
Why?
Okay,
When
so
did
you
she
do it.
get this imperial
Worst
attitude?
commercial
I don't know.
ever.
Imperial attitude.
Imperial?
His mother has an imperial attitude. Now, see, the whole thing is a lie because number one, exactly, if his father is eating lox and bagel, which I don't believe that either,
No.
every single day, and then here's Ray wanting to order food from DoorDash from Bagel Boss, and it's the exact same food. And Robin even said, why wouldn't you just tell her it's from Bagel Boss? Like,
Right.
she wouldn't know the difference.
Right, if
And
she's
he's
so
like,
adamant,
yes,
right.
she would. And I think the thing that we keep forgetting over and over and over again is that he is 98 and she is 94. It's not like they're young, spry chippies. You
They're
know?
not?
No.
I mean, it's
they're
just
not.
kind of
I'm shocked.
ridiculous to me that this is something that they would actually continue to perpetuate. It's not a retirement community, Palo. Basically, what it is, it's like a nursing retirement community. So what happens is you pay into it early on while you're still in good health. So they take you in while you're still healthy, but yet the price that you're paying includes nursing care as you get older and nursing care as you need more help and need more care. So they kind of suck you in while you're still young enough to enjoy the amenities, and then they take care of you whilst you're in your end of
Have you ever
life.
been to one of those places?
Yeah.
They always smell
Time.
like an ashtray.
Oh, it's depressing.
No, it
as
always
hell. I got
smells
really-
like that
It's always like an
sanitizing
old, like,
Yeah, it
shit.
smells like
1930s
sanitizer,
hotel
yeah.
that's been converted.
But it's a weird smell between like
It's that
urine
weird,
and
like, you know what I mean?
sanitization.
It's like
It's
ashtray
gross.
and must.
Death. It smells like death. They all smell like fucking
Yeah,
death.
you're right. Absolutely right.
I remember my father's sister, my aunt, had a friend who lived at this place called North Shore Towers, which is in Long Island, and it's where everybody moved once their kids were out of the house when they lived in places like Rockville Center or Roslyn or Woodmere, all these like very Jewish communities. And so they all moved to this place called North Shore Towers. And when you walk in the door there, you almost feel and you know, if you have any kind of like those type of feelings in your body, where it almost feels like a
Death's waiting
Hawaiian
room.
death ritual
That's right,
burying
that's right.
ground.
No, I
And,
had the same
you know,
thing with my
I
grandmother.
love our chat. They're very descriptive.
I lived above a
You're
funeral
in-
parlor for a very long time, and you felt the
Urine
dead there.
and mothballs.
You're in mothballs. That's it. That's
my
the
And I
grandmother was
walked
in
in
one of
there, and it was
those.
like, I feel the death in here. Like, so many people must have died in this fucking
Oh my
place.
God, yes.
It just,
And the worst thing is, you know, they just flipped the mattress
exactly.
and hope that this guy lasts 2 years so they can flip it back again.
Oh.
That's all they do. You know it's true. You're doing because this is the truth.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you-
and you're
my-
right, Chaka Khan.
Do you think that either one of his parents has a G tube at this point?
A what?
A G tube, you know, like
What's that?
stomach when they feed you, you know, like.
Oh,
they
no, I
feed
don't
you-
think so. I don't think so.
No.
I think,
I think there might be a little G
and
tube
you know what,
going
though?
on.
We
I
don't
think
know. I
Howard
mean, the
needs
fact
one.
that he's saying
I
that they're
don't
ordering
know.
bagels makes me believe that, you know, but he said that he ordered hot dogs for his father, and his father still eats
Yeah, and
every
they stuck
day.
it in a blender with water, and then they drip into his stomach.
Chaka Khan, you're right. Their bodies are shutting down. At this point, hospice should come in and make them comfortable. I agree completely. But he continues to just throw money at the situation, thinking that
No!
that's going to make the difference.
Give him Robitussin.
Exactly.
Well,
What
so
the
he
F
doesn't
is he
have to
going to
be
talk about when they
hands-on.
pass? I know, it's very true. Hanker for a hunk of cheese, says. Eddie Greenfield comes in and says it's about 90-year-old taste buds. Salt is usually a no-no. That's why most people complain about the food and nursing homes. Yeah, that's
Leave it
probably
with the green
true.
Max.
It's probably
Talk
like
about
bland
sodium.
shit.
Do you think-
But you know what?
Beth?
Who cares at 98? If you want to eat a fucking, you know, a salt bagel, go ahead. Who gives a
Exactly.
shit at that
Right.
point?
Exactly.
You know, if you come in and
Salt
tell
bagel.
me, if
Extra
my
bacon
mother
with that
came to me and
bitch.
said, you know, I'd really like to try heroin at this point, I'd be like, okay, let me see if I can set that up for you. I'm sure you'd love it.
Will Beth get an injury?
Isn't
before
that
the
what
funeral?
morphine is, Monique? Isn't morphine basically that's
Heroin.
waiting room
Yes,
heroin?
and
Yeah,
it's
pretty much.
synthetic heroin, and that's what they put you on in
Bela
end of life
Lugosi?
care. Is like they just kind of continuously pump you up with morphine, have you just
I-
kind of go into a nice little comatose stupor.
I
There's
remember
actually-
visiting my grandmother with 2 weeks to live.
Yeah.
And she was in one of those places, one of those rooms where it's a multifaceted cafeteria / entertainment room. And there was some guy singing Paul Anka to these people. And they're staring.
Oh, ain't
And
got.
I got so depressed looking at them, thinking about dying, that I needed Jason Kaplan's Lexapro to get out of that room. It was brutal. I walked out.
What happens I think Xavier and we had this conversation one time.
Yes, we
where,
have.
you know, I was looking for nursing homes at one point for my mother. Wound up keeping her at home. That's a totally different story. But we went into this one place, and they had like the worst music you could ever possibly have for
Yeah.
people, which is like that 4-part
His
quartet,
name was
and one of them had like
Rico.
a banjo,
He did the
and
Yeah,
the,
it's
like a
like
barbershop
a
quartet.
cruise ship. Yeah, cruise ship.
Not even
entertainer
no,
kind of-
so much
Not
worse
even.
than that. And my mother looked at me and said,
trying
"Who
to
the
think of
fuck listens to this music?" I'm like, "I
Yeah.
don't know, Mom. Like, I really don't know." She's like, "Where's like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones?" She's like, "How old are these people? They can't be that much older than me that they don't realize that this music is shit."
But a
And
lot
it's
of those
true.
people had no kids visiting them. Like they have nobody in
Oh
their
my
life,
God, yes, it's
and
so
that's
true.
all they have.
You want to know what it sounds like in that place? Just listen to the Stern Show in the morning, because that is a nursing
Yes,
home.
that's what the
It's literally a
conversation's
nursing
like.
home.
Howard needs the tube.
While they're
Yeah.
playing Parcheesi.
All you need is like Glenn Miller in the background.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's the Stern Show.
Yes, Linda
It was
Ayers. Smoke all the
the-
cigarettes, drink all the alcohol, sleep with as many people as
The
you want
Friars
to,
Club.
because this is what
Thank
95
you,
and
Ida.
98 look like.
Sounds like the
It's
villages.
exactly right. It's exactly right. Yeah, Ida, I agree with you 1,000%. My goal is to absolutely stay as home for as long as I humanly can. And you know what? When I don't know what I'm saying anymore, and I'm not of sound mind and body, just put a fucking pillow over my head. I
You
don't
know,
Oh, come
why I keep an-
on.
Wow.
Seriously, I don't want to live like a fucking vegetable while somebody is stealing my jewelry at a
At least-
nursing home
at
and
least
Exactly.
have-
Just go out
fucking
with
midnight
dignity.
attendant is diddling me. Fuck
Just
you.
diddling you.
At least
It's
have
just
sex with your body
disgusting.
You know
pillow like
what?
I do.
Tiger
just,
Lily.
just keep a hollow point next to Mr. Blasty.
Yes, Mr.
put in your mouth.
Blasty. I don't have a Mr. Blasty, and I know you
No,
do.
Mr.
and
Blasty will save you a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds-
okay,
That's
well,
a
you
lot
know what?
cheaper. It's a
Not
dollar.
exactly. They don't allow cats, and they don't allow guns in most nursing homes. I'm going to go with
They
that.
allow
as-
cats. I've seen cats. I have seen cats. You pay enough. you'll
Have
let
you
your cat
really?
in. Yeah.
Wrong, Dennis. The nursing home residents are livelier than Stern. Yeah, this is
Monique's like a
really
ferret on a
true.
double espresso, for Christ's sake.
This is the most
My dad's-
non-depressing episode we've ever done.
Well, you know what? Listen, everybody
feelings.
in
I
the
have
chat understands what is going on here, except that, I don't think any of us are fortunate enough to have, will be fortunate enough to have both of our parents when we're 67 or 68 years
Kidding
old.
me?
I mean,
I don't
let's
know
be honest.
anybody who's had that.
Sorry,
don't know
Tim. Sorry, I
anybody who
butchered
has
Glenn Miller. I'll do
Yeah.
better next time.
Yeah,
At my
please.
dad's nursing home, they brought in a guy with
Oh
a
my God,
banjo
listen-
playing
listen to
"You Are
what
My
Morbid
Sunshine."
David
Oh, I
wrote.
kill myself. Hold on.
About Sarah.
Where are we?
David wrote about Sarah. I'm with you,
Where are
Mo.
we?
I want to go to Oregon and have Horsetooth Beth perform an assisted suicide when I lose my faculties. Or
Facilities. I think that
Did you-
I think the best place to go for that is to Norway, where they, it's a little bit like Soylent Greenish, where they,
Soylent Green.
just do whatever
Well,
you want. You want to
Dr.
eat,
Joel.
you want to eat like pure fat and carbs and just.
Yes.
Just wolf down prime rib every night if you
Hurricane,
want to,
hurricane,
or
hurricane,
ribeyes,
hurricane.
and lobster and whatever, and and then they just
Sounds
shut
like
you down.
Jokeland.
Well,
And you can be
Jackie's
16
died.
or you can be 96. if you decide
Hey,
that you
listen.
choose to die, it's your turn.
Mo,
What, baby?
don't underestimate Long Island when 10 years from now when Beth trips over the cord that's keeping Howard alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look who it is. Can you guess who this is?
Excuse me, Mo. It's time to flip your mattress, honey.
Who is that?
Who, Dennis Miller? Dank
No,
Dark.
Xavier.
Murky-
Who is that?
What? Where?
On
you
the
talking about?
screen
Where?
right now.
You talking about?
Where?
Dank Dark Murky Miller D.
It's not Dennis Miller?
Dank?
Come on,
dark,
guys. It's Papa Wrinkles. How can you not know that?
Oh, Papa
Oh.
Roach.
because I have a restraining order against him.
Is nobody
What
looking
part
at
of
the screen
500
but
yards
me?
don't
Am I
you
the only
understand, bro?
person
Where do you
here?
get-
Looking at the
How do
screen.
we know?
This thing
Because I can't get a
on.
word in.
It
I
is,
can't
but
get
that was
word
just
in,
kind of
so
a
I'm looking
weird
at the screen.
left turn right there. Left turn at
How are we
Albuquerque.
supposed to know Papa Wrinkles from Dank Dark Murky Miller?
Because that is
Why is
Papa
that?
Wrinkles.
That is a
Papa
Papa
All right, I don't
Wrinkles
know. How am I supposed to know
signature.
Stupid
Signature
me.
wording. Thank you, Sin Lu Hu. Humans should have the option to be put to sleep like animals. I agree. We treat our animals better than we treat our humans. You know what it is? It's the selfishness within us. We don't want to be the responsible party for somebody dying on our watch. That's the bottom line.
Well, also,
know?
don't discount listening to Shuli. That'll put you to fucking sleep.
Permanently, yes. All right.
Oh my God. Yeah, what goes around comes around in life. Hello, Mo. I'm the nice night nurse, Shuli.
Wow.
I'll be looking after
Imagine,
you
can
tonight.
you imagine being a senior citizen and Shuli pulls up with that wheelchair at the fucking gate to push you? Oh my God, I died on the flight.
Oh, it's more Nurse Ratchet than that. And that wheelchair just has one squeaky wheel that flips a little bit as it's going down the street. You see it, right? You see that this is exactly how it's
Yeah.
going to be. I hope my dog to be taking care of me when I'm that age. All right, let's move on. So 5. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not even going to talk about what clip number 5 is. I'm just going to play it.
Meanwhile, my mom's like supermodel thin now. She's like 90
Oh my
pounds.
goodness, she should have been at the Met Gala.
That's what I said, man. I said, hey, buy my mom a pair of high heels.
You
Let's
should
see
be
how she
there,
looks
Robin.
and stuff. Now that she's down to weight. My mom was always a
Down
bit
to
chubby,
weight.
if you know what I mean.
Robin, why
Like,
aren't
she's
you at the Met
finally
Gala?
hot. She's got
She's
no
hot.
titties. I'm telling you, she's like a supermodel.
She's got
now.
no
She
titties.
mom
could
used to-
walk
No
the
titties.
runways.
Yeah. My mom used to be a
Just like you,
D-cup.
Robin.
We bought her these pajamas, and she was flat as a board.
Can you imagine saying this
First
about
of all,
your
where
mom?
I am,
Can you
No.
can you imagine say can I play that again, please? It's only 30
meanwhile, my
seconds.
mom's
So
like
disturbing.
supermodel thin now. She's
Supermodel
like
thin.
90
Oh my
pounds.
goodness, she should have been at the Met Gala.
That's what I said, man. I said, hey, buy my mom a pair of high heels, and let's see how she looks and stuff. Now that she's down to weight. My mom was always a bit chubby, if you know what I mean.
Ugh.
Like, she's finally hot. She's got no titties. I'm telling you, she's like a supermodel now.
She
my mom
could
used
walk the runways.
to, yeah. My mom used to be a D cup. We bought her these pajamas, and she was flat as a board.
He's a horrible, despicable human being.
That is disturbing on so many fucking levels. It's not
Such
funny. I mean,
scintillating
it really
red
is.
flag.
I mean, that's. I mean, this is a 94-year-old woman. I mean, seriously, it's a 94-year-old woman.
I know.
Supermodel thin. Supermodel thin.
Well, it's a
What's
good
going
thing
on?
Robin can
I
walk
am
the
Nurse
runway.
Shuli. I'm
If
gonna
she-
do my tan mom impersonation for you for 8.5 hours.
That's worse than death.
Yeah.
That's literally worse than death. But let's take a look.
Oh my god, there's such a visual right now that I have going on. It's like, you know, the one I just had up here where like the wheel on the
That's
on
so
the
funny.
thing is like flipping back and forth,
Yes.
and it's like squeaking. It's fucking Shuli. Oh my god, that would be the most amazing thing ever. I would just laugh. David, I'm crying. It's hilarious. Shuli is your nurse, and he kills you with comedy.
Well, comedy.
He's doing his act.
Okay, I know we're making fun of the whole thing because you have to at this point because it is really so disgusting, and Howard is such a disgusting human being, and you know, I think this is his only way of projecting his nervousness of his parents dying into some semblance of comedy. I'm
The
not
day
really
he has
sure.
to be around civilians and take accountability for something.
Oh, look, Mark Nichols. Shuli lives 45 minutes from me. Have you seen him in concert? I would.
Yeah, I
Mark
mean-
Nichols.
I think he's going to be performing at the Piggly Wiggly next week. So,
I think he is. Well, Tiger Lily knows. Tiger Lily is.
Everybody
Tiger
has
Lily's
He
aware of
wishes,
his
Dennis,
comings
he
and
wishes.
goings.
he wished he could do a Piggly
That
Wiggly.
booking agent at Piggly is no ways but that's
It's
hard.
so true. I see hankering for hunk of cheese. I'm with you completely. The dark, dank lights flickering in the fucking room. The squeaky wheel. Shuli looking like fucking death. Wait, let me see that picture of Shuli that he just had on
not
one
be
of his.
ignored.
I will not be ignored.
I would not be ignored.
Let me tell you about my marijuana use. Hold on, there's a
I play with
picture of
puppets
him.
and I smoke weed. Thank you for coming.
I'm a comic.
We have to tell people.
It's really funny. I'm a comic.
Well, you have to-
huge.
This is what's looking down at you.
We're waiting.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta pull it up.
Jesus.
It's looking down at you. Hello, my name is Shuli,
Maitre d' at a meth clinic.
and I'll be your night nurse tonight.
That dude's
Julie, maybe
gangsta.
you shouldn't be on camera.
I mean, honestly, how do you roll out of a
Face
rack
for
in the
radio.
morning? You roll out of a rack in the morning and go, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is a working look for me.
That's the next Mark Maron, guys. Don't
He's
you get it?
Jesus
Even
Christ.
the people in Alabama
His
go,
wife is a lucky
damn.
lady.
She is lucky. She
Yeah.
is.
Sorry,
It's a big
ladies,
house.
it's taken.
Yeah,
It's a
sorry.
big house. It's a
Sorry,
big
ladies,
house.
I'm taken.
It's a big house. She probably lives on the other side of that house. I'm almost guaranteeing that.
You know what? High Pitch
Other side
makes
of the
more money
Sun
than
Belt.
Shuli. He doesn't need this for a living.
Easily.
So there's
Alabama poor.
I hope they both die.
So Alabama, just so you know, is mine and Xavier's code word.
It is. It is. It's Alabama.
It's our code word because apparently I curse a little too much. And,
Bro.
and
I know
it
we've
becomes
talked about
an
this before,
issue.
but it's like just the other day. It's like every fucking word, as I say fucking,
As he
out of her mouth.
You're
is,
worse
fuck,
than
fuck,
me,
fuck, fuck,
though.
fuck, fuck. And I'm like pulling up, rolling down the window. I'm like, Alabama, Alabama. And she's not hearing me. Alabama.
He's screaming Alabama at me. I'm sure the woman at the window is like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You
How
idiots."
often do you two talk on the phone a day?
How long? We do at
Seriously.
least 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day.
At
And
least.
At least.
Wow.
At least.
And every time
day.
you go, I wish we recorded this. I wish we recorded.
Oh, we thought
Sure.
about it.
Right.
thought
We talk about it all the time, and there are times where it just gets so out of control that we're both, and you know, a lot of times it has to do with putting stupid shit up on the forum, and
Of course.
you know,
Gee,
we'll be like kind of sitting around looking for like stupid things to post on the interwebs, and then start talking about it, and then eventually it winds up leading to a conversation about our dogs. Shockingly,
Can you make G
And-
Canada happy and say at least one
Yes.
of those hours is dedicated to him?
Yes, of course. Yeah, right after our conversation about shortwave.
Exactly.
Sure.
Which pretty much comes
Get
up.
in line.
He sounds like Mark the Bagger.
Hey Gary Puppet, we are we have the phone number back in order, and we will be taking phone calls, and we're going to be doing that on nights where we Yeah, I've changed my mind, young man. I don't want to die in here, Julie. Nurse Shuley.
Classic Ben 4810.
Oh my God, did you see what Tiger Lily just said? The husband asks why I've suddenly said so many F-bombs. I blame Mo. Yeah, you should.
Right.
You should.
Exactly.
And I, in
Blame
turn,
us.
blame Xavier because it's completely his fault that I cursed this much.
Totally my fault.
Totally your fucking fault. All right, let's move on. We are going to talk about, let me see, titties. Oh, I have more titty talk. Hold on.
no,
just a little more, just a little more, just a little more titty
More
talk. A little more.
titties.
I bought her these pajamas, and she was flat as a board. I said to Beth, I go, what happened to my mom's tits? I don't even recognize her. I always recognize my mom through her tits. I never look at her.
You
tits.
never saw her face. You would say, "Oh,
Never.
there's my mom." When
Yeah.
you
I
looked at
recognize my
tits.
mom through her tits.
I looked at my mom and thought it was my dad. My dad has bigger tits at this point. Where's your tits? Where's your tits?
Wait,
Command center, the call center in the back, laughing at this. Right in 70
Horrible.
people writing
Yeah.
shit.
All
he's,
right.
he's 1,500 miles away from her. How is he seeing her?
They
At
probably
all.
have a
Point.
camera. They have a camera. in that room.
I don't think so.
Camera.
I don't think that there's going to be FaceTiming the whole time that they're in the room with her.
I'm so running
Timothy
with Nurse Shuley.
Chalamet is on
It's
Howard's camera.
it's just not even fucking funny. I'm just loving Shuley, Nurse Shuley, Shuley MD. I just love everything about this. I really have to tell you.
Shoe
I mean-
betcha.
Oh God, it's so
Well,
funny.
I mean, but yeah, all right. So Xavier, if there is no visual between him and his mother, then this is even more fucking disturbing.
no, I think he flies back and forth. I do.
I think there's something-
You
He's
do,
not
you
being
do.
honest
Can
about
afford
what's
it,
going on
he
because
does it.
he's
Yeah.
acting like he's seen her like she's next door.
Yeah.
And well, clearly that's not the case.
I definitely think they have like a blinker or whatever in the house. I think he monitors if what he's paying those assistants is actually getting done for his mother. I think
Yeah.
that Ashley, who now lives in New York, visits her constantly, you
But-
know, because I think that's her grandma.
So, do you
it's
think
her
his
grandparents.
parents are conscious of the fact that he put up like a Nest camera or something up there?
I don't think they care. I think
Yeah.
that
No, I'm
his
just
mother's
curious 'cause
been
that's
in
just
and out of the
kinda weird.
hospital a few times. You know what it's like? It's like a nanny cam, you know? So you have it so that I
Well-
guess these people that are in there with them are doing right by
Well,
them. I don't know.
So-
But it could
So this
have,
would be when does this be Bubby Cam?
Bobby
It's a
cam.
Bobby cam. Yes.
But
it's a
when
Bobby cam.
he could have double video back and forth. I mean,
There's
is
no
that-
way he's gonna give up the ghost to someone.
With
There's
with
no
what
way
then? Is it SIM cards?
With a SIM card, yeah.
He
No, he
I
called,
know
has
what
the
you
SIM
mean,
cards
I know what
FedEx
you
to him.
he called
I
Jeff
think that
Schick.
he,
He got this.
I do think that he's gone back and forth a little bit because I do think that there was
I agree.
probably a moment where it was touch and go with his mom, especially, and I think that she might have been quite possibly on her deathbed a little bit, and so it may have been time for them to come home and check it. And don't forget, you know, he's got 4 or 5 days sometimes to do this shit, and so
100%.
it's very easy to fly from Florida. It's literally like going to Pennsylvania with
Especially-
some delays.
280
with
days
private-
to do it.
Especially private on a private jet.
Yeah, it's
I
only
mean,
like a 2-hour flight for
2
him.
hours,
probably?
2.5 hours.
Yeah,
on
so
a,
it's
on a
like,
private jet.
On private,
But-
yes, since you don't have to go through
but I think
security or
wouldn't
anything.
someone
Yeah.
have seen him by now? Wouldn't there been a Howard report?
I always say
Nobody
that.
ever, nobody ever reports on seeing him on
6-foot
private.
pigeon walking
I got
around.
that
Nobody
DM.
knows that.
Well, you get also plus he's doing private. People usually don't talk around private. I mean, you know, because you get whisked
well-
in and out. You get whisked in and out. You don't go through with the.
Yeah, you know that,
median.
Xavier.
Well,
you know how that
listen,
works.
I know, yeah, I do. It just seems like it's just we're missing a big piece of this story. I don't know what
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Well, you always are.
totally missing a
Make
chunk
no
of this.
mistake, we always are. That rich guy.
We are, but I
lifestyle's
think it's
never
a
gonna be talked
hybrid.
about.
It's a hybrid of what he tells us and what it is that is actually happening. I do believe
Honestly,
that he has flown back and
I
forth a
wouldn't
few
be
times.
surprised if at the end all this was is his sister telling her, like he calls her, hey, how'd it go today? Blah 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 blah, and then he
Or
turns it.
FaceTiming. Whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever it is that they do. Whatever
Yeah,
it is
but
that
you
they
think
do.
she's gonna FaceTime with fucking like just put
I think
the,
he has
the
blink cameras in the house. Absolutely. I think.
No, okay.
I think he wants to get his money's worth. It's kind of like having a nanny with your.
I paid for the extra pickle. How come you didn't give my
Exactly.
dad extra pickle?
I don't think he actually
Exactly.
talks to his sister on the phone. At best, he texts her. I don't even think he speaks to her.
I
On the
don't
phone.
know.
I think he's
It's
that.
just the whole thing seems a
closed
little
off
hokey to me. I don't
everything.
know.
Listen, I think that the parents are at such a a stage in their lives where he has no choice. Listen, he throws money at the situation. He's got tons of doctors and nurses, right? They're trying everything possible to make them stabilized or normal or whatever. And I think that he needs to know that this is happening because he is paying for this. So he
Correct.
needs to know that this shit is going on and that they are doing everything that they possibly can to make his him satisfied.
Alleviate him of his guilt.
Okay,
Pretty much,
yes.
yes.
I don't know if a
Guilt.
sociopath has guilt, but I mean,
I
whatever
don't
his
know.
I
version
think there's
of
some
it is.
guilt associated with it. Sure, I do.
I don't know.
I do. You're absolutely right. Howard checks how many blueberries are
I
in each
think his
muffin.
whole goal
I
is to
agree.
not be around civilians. However, this goes down.
Yeah.
Howard
well,
probably
think
only
that's all he
talks to his
cares about.
daughter, who has given his responsibility for his mother. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah, sums up. But regardless, hey Ray, this is for you.
Oh my God.
Okay, next. So,
Next.
yeah, let's talk about his parents bankrupting him now that we're on the conversation. Here we go.
Never happened.
Here we go.
I should have sent my mom to the Met Gala in a hot outfit. Now that
Yeah.
she's down to weight. Now that
Down
she's
to
Chris
weight.
Wilding right in the Met
Get into
Gala
that
jokes.
what's her name? Beth Lively gown.
No, it's Blake Lively, you fucking moron.
Wow.
Can you try and be
God.
just a little bit up to date on something that is your only fucking job? You, the most,
She's
the
supposed
highest
to be a
paid
pop culture
newswoman
person, right? She's
in
supposed to be a
America.
pop
You don't know who
But-
fucking Blake Lively is, you idiot?
But can we really call Blobbin a newswoman anymore?
Whatever
doesn't
she
read any
is, she's
news.
high paid and she should know something. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
she knows-
She's
she
supposed to
knows
be into
nothing.
pop culture. That's supposed to be her thing.
She's the worst human being.
She has
She is
nothing
the
else to
worst.
do except follow pop culture.
She has
and read gossip
nothing to do.
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
there you go.
Beth Lively, idiot.
But now my mom's eating, but my dad's batshit fucking crazy. Oy vey, I won't even go into it. I can't even tell you what
No,
happened.
go into it.
How
What,
did
yeah, it's
you
your job.
Yeah,
That's
go
the
into
show.
it. Why
Go
bring
into
it
it.
up then?
fast.
Why'd you bring it up? Exactly. Go into it. That's the show. Go into it. I don't want to hear. Go into it. What is
Here we
the
go.
show about then? What is it? What are you doing? Go into
Here we
it.
go. Here we go.
He was
more
fine before she got sick.
You know what it is? And
What?
like we were down to I have 2 aides there during the day, and then at night we could go to 1, but no, my dad had to act up. Just
And
trying to
so there's
bankrupt
2
me.
at night too.
Trying to
Yeah, they're
bankrupt.
trying to bankrupt me.
What happened to
Oh,
Ashley? What happened to Ashley
They'll
Jade?
fix you yet.
They'll fix me.
So now, so now they have 2 live-in aides, and they're bankrupting him. So again,
Bankrupting him.
remember $20,000 a month just for the room,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know that he brought in his own people to make sure they're taking care of him. So that's 2 attendants, 24/7, right? 7 days a week. That's gotta be $1,000 each, right? So that's like another
easy.
2,000 each.
And he just made
But
$4,000.
what happened to the
talking
daughter?
about it.
Wasn't she supposed to be like the hero in this?
No,
scenario?
but she actually has a job, so she
Yeah, okay.
works. She works, and then I guess just goes
Yeah,
out to see the.
I guess doing the Starbucks thing, it does take you away from your
fucking
grandparents.
Gary Puppet knows everything about this.
So-
It's in the chat if you need to know exactly where
the thing is,
Ashley is
though,
working and where his parents are living.
Ashley's trust fund is going to be much more than any stupid job she has.
Oh, Dennis, it's already. I mean, already it is. She's already.
I mean,
Listen, you know what?
God.
She's,
Usurped it.
listen, I'll give her credit for trying to actually have a job as opposed to her
Yeah.
2 sisters.
Well,
Honestly.
one sister. The other one I think doesn't. No.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard hide nor hair from her since the baby.
Since the
I,
baby.
Welcome,
I personally have not heard anything
Well,
about
so
her since the
so
baby.
Gary Puppet.
Gary
What's
Puppet
Deborah
has like
doing?
an air tag on Ashley Jade.
You got to see my inbox. You got to see my Gunk PM.
Oh
inbox.
yeah, we've seen.
It is.
We've
I know.
seen.
Well, you got to
Yeah,
say.
we missed
the
you.
room. No. Oh, Jesus.
We should say welcome to Tamara Francois, as a matter of fact. Little sister action with between Crazy Robin, would turn into Real Housewives of Atlanta in the chat. I love it.
Indeed. Okay, so we don't need to know the room number. Please do not post it.
Please don't.
Ace
52.
always says, doesn't he underestimate
52.
people with dementia get worse and act up at night? Is he that stupid? He didn't remember. Of course, he is that stupid.
Yes, he is.
He is that
He
stupid.
admitted to it.
Get
That
stupid.
He's
Yes, he
low
did.
IQ.
All right, so let's move on. Oh, this was kind of gross too. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going
Yeah,
in
you
the
should have hired
grotesquity,
Gary.
Oh,
which
God.
is the yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna play it.
I know what's coming. Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's dead air, right? That's
And you
it.
know he's got a big cock because now he wants to walk around naked.
Wait. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I just sacked Deshaun Watson.
And you know he's got a big cock because now he wants to walk around naked. But we got
Oh,
him to put
my
his clothes on.
God.
Yeah. He's crazy.
Wait a minute. He's walking around naked.
Well, he wanted to, but we got his clothes on.
Oh.
Howard made $200 on that. Pause.
I mean, his 98.
No, she's not holding 190.
Holden Miller.
His father's 98 years old, and he's talking about him walking around with his swinging his cock around. I mean,
Big
You
dicks.
expect anything better, Dennis?
No.
What is this show?
fucking
What do you expect?
disturbing.
Listen,
It's- I mean-
70 writers.
feel yourself getting stupider?
No,
Losing
this
IQ
is him
points,
riffing.
Jack?
This is free
grooving,
riffing.
grooving.
He's grooving. He's grooving.
We got to play that clip again. We got to play the
Okay, let's do
grooving
it.
clip.
Let's do it.
Explain that.
Oh,
to everybody.
where
You
is
shit
the
off some
grooving?
brown sugar. Hold
Do you
on.
have it in your box?
No,
I'll
I
get
don't
it tomorrow.
save any of that shit. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Save it! Come on! What if I lose it? Then you have it as backup.
I
I'll get
have
it for
it,
tomorrow.
meaning I have it like on my Mega account, but I don't have it.
That's
like,
fine.
handy
Mega
available.
mega count.
Fucking Fred. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Mega count.
All right, let's go on. Mega account, Jerry.
Mega count, Jerry. Mega.
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 Was thinking of retiring but can't. Here we go.
Well, it's just like my mom would call, and like with the food, like I'm paying. If I told you what I'm paying, you'd fall off that chair to make sure that they have a dining room and a beautiful place to live and gorgeous grounds, blah 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 blah. And then AIDS, multiple AIDS. It's a hefty
Ralph
nut.
has
every month.
AIDS.
I was thinking of maybe retiring, but forget it. I can't. I got to pay.
Well,
for
I
that.
said to myself the other day, thinking about all the staff and all of this stuff, I said, he could open a facility. He could take more patients because there's enough staff there now.
So Robin goes on to say something to the effect of, who's going to take care of me when I'm
Yeah.
And so when I decided, I think the person that's going to take care of me is you. That's basically what she said.
That's exactly
there.
what she said.
There you go. Hey,
That's
Beanie.
who's
Hey,
gonna
black
take
guy.
care of me.
It's Beanie Mac. When he can just pull
Where's
up.
Beanie Mac?
Hey, black guy.
Has he met Crazy Robin?
Yeah, there. Well, we have that show, the Black and Black reboot. Beanie
Of course,
Mac,
I can
Crazy
pull up
Robin.
pictures of the apartment where Ben and Ray live, but do we want to be
Do
that
you think he's
creepy?
paying for a Peloton?
Yo.
A
Peloton. Peloton.
Peloton.
I can.
I'm paying for the Peloton.
I can tell you exactly what their room looks like. I just, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Just
No, I
think
don't
of
think so.
that scene in The Shining where the guy, the teddy bear, is blowing the other dude.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Just
that.
kind of think of that.
What?
I
the
don't
same
want to
motif.
think about that.
No, I don't want to think
we're
about
talking
that.
about what the
I don't
hotel
wanna
room
think
looks
about
like,
that.
right?
I don't want to think about that.
No, I don't want to think about that.
That's one of the most. I love that scene. It's such a so
Dennis
disturbing.
said he
So
liked the Vince
disturbing.
Vaughn
The dude in the
Shining
teddy
better
bear, he's
than
blowing
Jack
the other
Nicholson
dude.
when he-
Yes.
No, I like that. No, the Jack Nicholson one's
I think
better.
Robin
someone-
dropping his
wanna
opinions
take
by the coattails into the grave. Why should I show it? You guys, you know what? You're looking at the
You
chat.
do
You
it.
see where Gary Puppet tells you it is. I
Shining
told you
Black.
that they're in the $20,000 a month suite. So it is, very easy to look up a 3-bedroom,
Just look for
one
the one with the
bath
Joe Weider gym.
apartment. Exactly. Okay, so let's move on a little bit, please.
dear.
Okay, this is really horrible Robin at her finest because
Harry
everybody
Puppet,
loves
you're gonna get us in shit fucking trouble.
exactly.
Come
As
on,
they-
bro. Come on.
So,
Right.
uh,
Come on.
You should have seen him in the chat today, Monique.
We
need
can't
it on
exactly just
HR.
add another
It's
like
happening as an
number
HR
to
now
our
because of Gary
our
Puppet.
URL and start all over again, homie. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Okay, so let's listen to this.
We
This
don't know
is-
this man.
No, we don't know him. Robin
Prank
talking
caller.
about
Prank caller.
how hysterical it was for her when her father had Alzheimer's.
Oh, this is so bad.
Gary,
So bad.
please cut the shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make
Gary,
me delete you.
swear to God, I will
Well, I'm not
fucking
going to
shit
put it
can
up
you.
on the screen. I'm not putting anything up on the screen.
Gary, cut the shit.
Richard Simmons?
Gary, if you put one more thing, I will fucking shit can you for my site.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, like
What
that.
is he doing?
Okay, Gary.
All right,
You
now
don't
we're
know
back
this
to
man.
normal. He's back to normal now. It's okay.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, so-
It's- okay. We're going to go to Robin's cat. Here we go.
Because my father had Alzheimer's, but one day I looked at him and I said, my cat is smarter than my father.
Yeah.
Because he was
Wild.
looking, the cat
It's
was
like a
looking
laugh
in a
cry.
mirror and didn't know who he was. And my father was looking at a mirror and
Is she
didn't know
crying,
who
Monique?
that was.
No.
Like,
Dad, you
laughing.
turned into
Sounds
a
like it's like
cat.
And she thought it was absolutely
Mama.
hysterical that she would say that her father was dumber than her cat when he had his Alzheimer's.
She is the definition of a see you next Tuesday. I mean, honestly,
Sea monkey.
She is a sociopath of sociopaths. I mean,
Yes.
The way she talked, there was a lot more talk about her parents today. I don't know if you pulled any more of the clips, but I mean, Jesus, the way she talked about them, it was like a continuation of yesterday. Like it was the most horrific. You shouldn't talk about people you don't like this. But this is her parents she's dying, and like making fun of your dementia-ridden father. I mean, good God! I mean, this is what she is. This is why she's alone. 100%.
Yes.
We're never
Nothing.
going to be that.
Nothing.
Such scintillating repartee. I get better conversation from the android.
I just realized I had one more clip from the end of the show I wanted to play, so I'm going to come back to that momentarily. Okay, we're going to move on a little bit and go to, let me see what I'm up to. Robin being
Actually, her
sea
father
monkey.
her father never molested her. She needs
Can we
to
put a
hurry up.
moratorium on the parents after this? Good
Do
lord.
I dare say dream about marbles? Do I dare? I thought
Oh,
that was
the
pretty
marbles!
funny.
Yes, please do the marbles.
Okay, I thought that was pretty funny. Here
That
we
was
go.
Well, you
hilarious.
know
Life.
what?
That's what you keep saying, you know?
Yeah, but what you're worried about is, you see, it comes on like that. It's fucking crazy. All of a
Yeah,
sudden.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see the marbles as they're dropping out.
No, that is so weird. You say that. I had a dream last night about marbles. I was going through a bag. You just made me think of this. And I pulled out the bottom of the bag, and there were marbles. And I realized now.
We got to play
what it
this stream
means.
for Jackie, Mooney.
I'm worried about
That's
losing
Jackie's
my marble.
Because my father had Alzheimer's.
Sorry,
but
sorry, it's going on again.
I
Hold
mean, one day I looked at him and I said,
on. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to play that again. I'm
It's
actually
almost
just trying to convert something to an MP3
PTSD
because
at
it was
that.
at the end of the
You
show.
got to play that clip for Jackie.
Marbles.
Remember Jackie's
Marbles.
quote? If there's 18 marbles, Howard has to have 17
Yeah, that's exactly
in
right.
terms of the Stern staff.
He's gotta have a marble.
I love that quote. I'm a sucker for that quote.
Sorry, I'm just converting an MP3 right now for my last clip,
Ooh,
which I
science.
forgot I needed.
Without
JPEG
Jeff
me,
Schick.
Monique. JPEG me.
Without
JPEG
Jeff
me.
Schick's help at anything. Great.
That was Arty's big internet joke for the longest time. JPEG
JPEG
me.
me. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so next thing, dream about marbles. Howard doesn't remember his height. Okay, so this was kind of
Oh my
weird.
God.
We do. 6'7".
Well, listen to
wait,
this.
Listen to
But
this
he
arm.
doesn't remember his height. So show of hands, anybody here who doesn't know what their fucking height is. So it's just so Dennis.
I shrank an inch. It's okay.
I got
Dennis.
taller.
All right,
I got
here we go.
shorter.
So I got this exercise I'm doing. That's you know how I walk all
Howie
hunched
Brasco,
over. I look
Monique,
like a
that's the
fucking
accent.
hunchback. I'm 6 foot.
He's
I think I'm
exercising.
6'5" or 4. I forget now. I think I'm
Now he's-
6'5".
I think it was 6'5", yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird when you meet me. I'm way taller than you think I am. 'Cause,
I know, you
most
keep
of my
standing, like you get out of
Well,
your chair and you keep going up.
yeah.
It's like it never stops.
Shrinkage, boom, right?
Yeah, he has no shrinkage. He has no idea how tall he is, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
This is the dumbest
All
show
right.
in the world.
I
As
know.
Tiger Lily said so simply and masterfully, how is this a show? How is this a show to anybody? How is this material on any other level? Who could get away with this horse shit?
No one.
This is material for who could do this?
But-
$4,000 a minute for this tripe.
But here's the part. He's not even being honest how tall he really is.
He can't
He's
even
six-
right. He's not
he's
even honest about
6'7".
his fucking 6'7".
He's the
We've proven
same
it.
height
Shaquille
as-
O'Neal proved it. Magic Johnson proved
as
it.
Magic Johnson. He's the same
Yep.
height as Magic Johnson, who's
Yes, he is.
6'7".
6'9". Magic's listed 6'9".
Oh, 6'9". He's like
That's what he's
like
listed
this
as.
much
You know
shorter.
the NBA tape measure.
But they always go up. He's actually
Yes,
6'7". They gave him the 2 inches. But
So he started to talk about how he was working out so hard at the time, and when he first left Allison, how buff he was and how hot he looked.
He actually said Allison?
And no, he didn't.
no,
that a
he didn't
proper
say
name?
Allison.
Oh, I didn't
no,
think
no,
so.
no, no.
Okay.
There was no proper name.
Okay, sorry.
Here we
My
go.
bad.
6 miles. Robin saw me out there. 6 miles a day I'd run.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd lift weights with Marco Battaglia, the football player. I mean, I was
Wow.
working out with the big boys.
Yep, he
And I
had
tell ya-
pectorals.
Pectoral.
I had pecs and I had
Pectorals.
abs.
And you had
Pectorals.
bis and tries.
Buys and tries.
Yeah,
right, sure.
tries too. That's right. Yeah, that definition. Forget about it. I was
Yeah.
kind of hot in my own way. And, then I got single. And man, oh man, a lot of women got to see me naked.
Wait. Hold on.
Where's the guest?
But no, wait. So when is this long period? Because you got divorced in 2000.
It was announced in November of '99.
November 99.
That's when it was
2000.
announced, but we know.
Right now, and then Beefus is there immediately in 2000.
Right.
So
So that mad tear lasted through Robin Givens and the redhead chick.
Angie
That's
Everhart.
pretty much it.
no, it was longer. We know it was much longer than that 6 months. So I mean, he can't even keep his lies straight anymore. He's just all
No,
over
does
the
he
place.
care?
Hey Mo,
We're the only
No,
ones
I
to
know.
do. What,
go to
babe?
my screen share real quick.
All right.
Sure.
We was walking down memory lane with this because he has no new life experiences.
Magic
Steve,
is
see, that's
6'9".
why. Yeah,
So
right. Let-
just
we'll
compare
go.
their frames.
Howard's actually got him just the hunch though. The rigor mortis, he's
Well,
even taller on him there.
NBA 6'9", which means he's like 6'8".
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, he's comparable.
Nevertheless,
I think
Yeah.
the
I
body
think there's
from
probably
the
maybe
hips to the
1
head.
inch at the most difference. in the two.
Howard probably has him, but Magic has him on the legs. You can see where Magic's legs jut out.
And the penis.
He has him on the legs.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't
And the
have him
AIDS.
on the
It is magic.
torso. It's magic.
But what I'm saying is they're very comparable.
Yes, they are.
You know.
They are. Yeah, Dennis posted a picture of them standing next to each other.
Next to each other, and it's
They
literally
were
like
pretty
this
much
much
neck and neck.
difference.
Yeah.
think about
If
all
that
the
much.
things he forgets, but he remembers Marco Battaglia.
Exactly.
I know.
Think about all. He can't remember his
people
kids'
who-
names, but he remembers Marco Battaglia.
All the people he's used in his life, and he remembers
I know.
Marco Battaglia.
Say
So here's
Artie
an
Lang.
amazing clip. I can't wait to play for you guys because this is Howard's version of a Johnny
Swap.
Depp impersonation.
Oh no, you gotta
Which-
play mine.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because when you hear it,
called-
you
Hang it up.
basically think
I
that
called
it's,
Armin on this. I figured.
I saw
it's
that.
literally it's William Shatner as Johnny Depp.
I'm not trying to. Can you play mine after this, just to put it next to it, just to
It's
see
so
how bad they are? I don't care about me.
Do I have one?
Yeah, I
easily
gave it
accessible?
yesterday. You played it.
Oh, but I delete everything. Hold
Oh
on, let me
come
just see if I have it.
on! Why?
If we only had
You want me to
John
send it
here to
again?
do it
Because
for us.
no, don't send it again
Only
because
John
I'm
can do
OCD.
it live. Fuck it, do it live.
I mean,
Because
can
I'm
you imagine?
OCD about these things, and I feel like I need to like clear out
God.
my computer on a constant basis, and I know it's crazy,
It's silly.
but I do have it. I do have it in my deleted stuff. So just give me 1 second. Vanity Depp.
Vanity Depp.
Yeah, I got it. Hang on.
Vanya Depp.
Vanya Depp. Well, actually, you misspelled it. But
No, well, there's two of them. One of them is
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
rapper
Let me
show,
let you
right?
hear his clip, and then we can compare. Okay, here we go.
6 miles. Robin saw me out there.
Oh, no, the
6
wrong one.
miles
Sorry,
a
sorry,
day
sorry,
I'd
sorry,
run.
sorry.
Oh,
14.
Wait for the
Let
door knock.
okay.
You had
me
the
tell
door
you,
knock.
I've experienced crazy, and I like it.
I hate that.
Uh-oh. Excuse me, Robin and JD, for 1 second. Uh-oh. Hey, wow, I'm so honored. Look who's here. Johnny
is
Depp,
it?
everybody. Hey, Johnny.
Depp?
Hey,
Hey.
good morning. Hey,
Good morning.
Wow.
good morning. Yeah,
You-
hey,
let
Howard.
me, yeah, hi.
that's
Hi,
fucking.
hi. Hey, Johnny,
Yeah.
The
we're
wiki.
all watching you on TV with this trial and Amber. I'm telling you, Johnny, I tell you, I wish a woman loved me so much she'd shit in my bed. What do you think of that?
Well,
Ralph
until
did.
she throws a bottle at you and nearly cuts your finger right off. That's a.
Well, let
Johnny
me, can I
Cash.
ask you a couple of questions about the defamation trial? And maybe you could defend yourself in some way and tell people. Johnny Depp, let me give you the mic. What do you want to say?
Howard, I've been violently maligned by Miss Heard and must defend my reputation.
How horrible is that?
It sounds like Shatner and Johnny Cash or Elvis
Right?
or what he's going. I don't know what he's going for. Is that new wiki?
No, I don't know. It's the same guy who does the William Shatner and also
Yeah.
does the
It's not even. It's more than
Brokaw.
millions,
Brokaw. Who
anyway.
is it? Who is it? Dan Rather.
Yeah.
I think it's the same guy who does
God
basically
damn
all
it.
of those. How
That
horrible!
is I think anybody you can do it better than that.
I don't want to even try it.
I
just
don't
think
even
it's,
try.
like,
But why?
horrible.
Right. I feel like
Did you? David,
got it?
I don't know where he comes up with this random shit. Was
I'm
just
not
looking
getting-
at Flirting with Disaster IMDb. Did you know Harvey Weinstein was a producer on that? No.
No. Well, imagine that.
What?
Imagine that.
No.
Huh.
Well,
that's
okay,
how
just
it
for reference now, let's listen to a little Vanity Depp. Here we go.
Yep.
Being there for him may not be as much fun as he thinks it's going to be.
Vanya, you're on the Howard Stern wrap-up show.
Oh, thanks for the Manson interview. You know, two bisexual posers, you know, colliding and jerking each other off. Couldn't get enough. I really felt like I sort of stepped into 1997 there. John, I want to ask you a question. I want to apologize to you because.
Well, first, hold on. Let me compliment you on your insight there.
Was that Johnny Depp?
It sounds like him, right?
Yeah, much more than that fucking loser that they had on their shows. Jesus Christ. Not even close. Not even close. All right, I want to get into something a little bit weirder right now. So let me pull up a clip so that you may understand what we're talking about before I play the clip. So Howard seems to be obsessed with something
God.
called Hunter Schafer.
Can we
And
just talk
Hunter
about Johnny
Schafer-
Depp, please?
Monique,
No, and-
Crazy
Oh
Robin
my
doesn't understand Vanya.
Ugh.
Gotta explain Vanya to Crazy Robin, who's a social worker. We love Crazy Robin.
So when I was younger, I used to do a lot of like community theater and stuff like that. And I, of course, made the incredibly terrible mistake of telling John that one of the plays I did was Uncle Vanya. And ever since then, he has used Vanya as his nom de plume when he calls these stupid fucking shows. And it's such an incredibly like Russian nesting doll of inside jokeness that it just is now. It just
Russian
is Vanya.
nesting doll between my motherfucking legs. I couldn't help but set right there.
All right, so we're
Let's
gonna
leave
talk
that
about
right there.
we're gonna talk about Hunter Schafer now. So Hunter Schafer, you know, you can see the pictures that I have up here. Used to be this cute little boy.
God.
Decided he was going to be a cute little girl, and then started transitioning when she was 14, and apparently now is
Really a mess.
full blown trans. And by all means, knock your fucking self out. I don't care.
No.
The only thing I
Have at
do
it.
care about is how a 68-year-old man is absolutely and unequivocally obsessed with this person. Like he even told Beth he follows everything she does, every picture of her that's out there. He is like completely and utterly obsessed with who this person is. And it is very weird to me really, let's be honest, it's very weird for me for any man to have this level of obsession over a transgendered girl. And I don't really understand the why of it, but the conversation happened to be that him and Beth were talking about whether or not this Hunter person still has their cock. That was the story.
Jesus Christ.
And so they were watching Euphoria, and they saw like a little bit of a package, and they're like, you know, does this Hunter person still have their cock? And you know, Howard's like, yeah, it definitely has cock, and you know, Beth's like, no, I don't think he has it, and whatever. And so they get into apparently a conversation about this.
Stupider, chat. This is what your
And
70-year-old
so yeah,
grandfather talks about.
this is what your stupidity.
I missed this, thank God. I actually missed this morning. I'm so happy I did.
You
Like
should be.
everyone
You
else.
should be proud.
But if you're a man, be safe, be brave, and above all, be proud to be a boy lover.
Don't we love that? Okay, so let's play a little bit of it. It's just stupidness, and so I just need you to hear a little bit of it.
Gawk.
Here we go.
You knew.
Oh my God. I knew it. I said there's no way she has a cock.
You knew.
No.
So wait, the story basically was Robin's like, well, you know, there's something called Google where all you need to do is actually Google that information instead of fighting with your wife about whether or not it has a penis or not. All you have to do is probably Google it and find out whether she is still a he or is now a she.
Fucking way.
So JD looked it up.
I'm
and saw
calling
that
my
he was
wife
definitely
right now to
had the
gloat,
operation.
like how you did with the Ramones. I'm going to do that right now.
Oh,
Hold
my
on a
Hunter
second.
Schafer over
On
here.
here. All right.
That's her. Look at how he's
I
calling her.
apologize on my iPhone, but
Calling
I have
her.
no other way of
Calling
Honey.
her.
Hi, I'm on the
half a
air.
ring.
We're on the air, okay?
Isn't she like in the next room?
I can't
Didn't
wait
know that
to
was
tell
coming.
you this.
Half a ring she picks
You
up.
ready?
I'm ready.
18,000 square feet.
Hunter Schafer has no cock.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
I hope
How do
Beth's
you
parents
know?
are listening.
I'll tell you how I know. You ever hear of something called the internet? JD looked it up.
Who is
Why are you calling me about Hunter Schafer?
Because I was so excited about it. Tell everyone how I follow every picture of her and look her over. And I said, there's no way she has a cock.
That's a 50-year-old.
I know you are way into Hunter Schafer.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, honey, of course she has a cock. I saw the outline in her panties. I go, no way.
First of all, I've never said that word ever.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't. I do not.
What did you say? What did you say? Not cock,
I-
but you say panties.
Peen. I refer to it as a peen.
All right. So you said, look, you could see the outline of her peen.
How old is she?
Wait,
How old is she?
50.
50.
50.
How old is she that she doesn't
50.
use the word
40.
cock?
Cheated on every boyfriend, but
All
she
right.
can't say penis.
So this is
Cock.
supposed to be a super sexual, international, one-name supermodel, and it doesn't say cock.
Cock.
Got to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but usually, girls will say that word, and it doesn't. But it doesn't say cock.
I
she's
would
not going
completely
along with this
understand
program.
it if you had a bunch of like little, children at home and you don't want to say that word.
Right. Who are you protecting?
But
right,
who are you
right.
protecting with
Right.
this? Who are you?
Because it's
What is
stunted
this?
at 13. It
Your
literally is
70-year-old
stunted.
husband's calling you about this too.
But do you hear? Do you hear the
It's-
conversations that they have
Or
about
we're
whether
developed.
this poor trans chick has a cock or not? Like, are you kidding me?
Well,
That this is a conversation?
We missed. Well, you didn't see the stupid gram post of the iguanas. So
Oh, I saw the stupid gram post of the
That was some
iguanas.
deep conversation going
Got
on.
an
there.
iguana you can look at. Pal.
Literally, iguanas in Palm Beach are like fucking pigeons in Central Park.
Exactly.
And the fact that this
Yes.
is something that she thought was so amazing, and then she's like, "Oh, you guys are taking the sun. Aren't you so happy that it's sunny outside?" It's like they're fucking all they do. They're in
What is-
Florida.
and-
All they do is sit in the sun. You douche. What is wrong with you? What mental? Who diddled you in the wrong fucking spot that you
Principal.
feel the need
Principal.
to be
Castle Shannon
so
High School.
stupid on a consistent basis? You stupid fucking girl. Jesus Christ.
You know what she just says instead of cock? She says atipo. That's cock in Arab.
Yeah, they can't pronounce L's in Pittsburgh.
That's why you say cock in Arab is atipo.
Okay, so
She'll recognize that one.
yeah, so I just needed you guys to see that she was like so out of control with this. All right, and so my last clip for
Yay.
us today.
Yay.
Hold on.
I
let
hope
me
you
just-
lost IQ points, chat, listening to all this. I know
Yes,
I
of
have.
course
I
I
feel
did.
really stupid. I'm not even kidding. My
I
brain
listened to the
is
show
flatlined.
live.
This is really bad.
Xavier, do you
terms-
remember what I told you was the clip I took like last minute when we talked at like 3-ish to it, 4-ish?
No, not.
So-
no, I don't.
See, I don't even remember what this clip
tiempo.
is, but
So-
obviously it was important enough that I would actually record it and play it for you guys, and I
And it
have
wasn't-
no idea what it is.
No, don't play it. Let's go.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah,
I know,
we'll get back to it.
I know.
Wasn't
Okay.
the thing I found, was it?
No, Howard said that he never ever jerked off at home, never masturbated at home,
Or
or
college.
when he was in college,
Or
or
camp.
when he was in camp.
That's right.
Okay, somebody help me with this. Show of hands, who still doesn't fucking jerk off pretty much every goddamn day? Okay, hang on a second. Let me play it for you, and then we'll come back to it. Here we go.
Half of the chat is jerking off right now.
As we speak, right? Okay, here we go.
Hall. My parents, their bedroom was right next to mine. I would maneuver in such a way I had to walk to the bathroom to get rid of my dirty, filthy tissues that I soiled. And no one caught me because I would really sneak around. And I always made sure I was always careful.
Not even at camp or in
No,
college?
camp I never masturbated. Never college I never masturbated. When I
Wow.
was
How?
That's impossible.
How? Oh, thank you, David. Hold on, let me just go to David. Thank you so much. Howard's trans fascination, in my opinion, is about hiding in plain sight.
that's
He
perfectly
sees
so.
drag and transitioning as a way of transmogrifying on the spot to avoid accountability from those you exploit. He wants that. Yeah, you're so fucking right, David, as usual.
That's such an
Let me finish this
Oshkosh
clip and we'll
word.
come back, okay?
No, I had roommates. I was respectful. My masturbation was really non-existent. That's why I was so desperate for a woman. No, I never would masturbate in those circumstances, and I didn't. It never occurred to me. It's so weird, but
Did you ever walk in on a roommate?
Nope.
You never caught anybody either?
Nope.
Tell me how this is true.
Still full of shit.
Wait a minute. It isn't masturbating if your roommate jerks you off. So
Apparently.
He's trying to humble brag, and I'm not sure which direction he's going. He'll change the story next week, and that he couldn't stop.
Well,
but
wasn't
I
it a
don't
few
even
years
wanna
ago?
figure
I
it out.
can't
I don't
stop
even wanna
masturbating. I
figure out
masturbate all the time.
I don't even want to
Exactly.
I don't
He's horny,
masturbate.
He's over testosterone.
Yeah.
He jerks off constantly, but he didn't in camp when he was like
in college, where
prime of jerk off age. I mean, shit.
It's not
How is that
masturbating if you
possible?
give yourself a stranger.
How is this possible, you guys?
it isn't. You know.
It's not. He's a
See,
lying sack of
Margolis, I'll
shit.
get to your question just momentarily. But seriously, how is this even a thought? Okay, let me answer this because I got to move on. Monique,
Miss
before you leave
Beaverhausen!
tonight, can you share why Dominic
wish-
Barber never did the follow-up interview he promised at the end of his first magnificent? Thank you so much. I thought that was a great interview too. Him and I, along with Tim Sabian, had originally planned that it would be a series of interviews talking about all the people he represented, and all the things that he had done in his past life and his transgressions and his regrets and stuff like that. And so at the time, it was right in the middle of COVID, if you recall, when I did that interview with him. And then he got COVID, so he was in the hospital for a really long time. After he got out of the hospital, he wound up having what they thought was a heart attack. And so he went back into the hospital. And then when he finally came out of that, he was really, really weak. And you would talk to him on the phone and, his voice was just like a tremble of what it used to be. And P.S., by the way, he had even said to me, I talked to Tim. He says, you are definitely the person that, I want to do the rest of my interviews with. And it'll kind of be like my autobiography of
Marlon
life.
Brando and Larry King.
And I'm like, there's nothing I
Frost
want
Nixon.
more than to do that. I was even, if you guys remember, I was even willing to go over to Palm
Garden
Beach where
City.
he lives and set him up. I wanted to set him up with a computer and a mic and the whole thing so that I could do them either with him one-on-one or whatever. And then, he met some girl and he started dating, and then I just did not hear from him. And when I think about it, I call him. Every once in a while he comes into my brain, and I'm like, let me give him a call. And then he never calls me back. So I don't know what happened to him, and there's nothing I would love more than to do some further conversations with Dominic.
I'm on
Okay,
fire.
so did I miss some stuff here while we're talking?
Mayday.
You didn't get my hip.
He didn't jerk off at camp because his roommates jerked him off. Yes, this is true.
Exactly. That's what I
Who
said.
cares?
Completely
He's
in the fifth,
lying,
but I will say my phone is
lying,
sticky
lying,
right now.
lying,
Okay.
Not
lying,
jerking off if
lying.
your roommate's blowing you.
Most rage makes me horny.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Beaverhausen. I keep calling you Mrs. and I know it's Ms. David uses big words. Yes, he does.
David.
He's trying to compete with us. Linda Ayers, thank you so much. Howard wishes he could transition. Yeah, so many people say that in the chat every single day, basically that he wishes his parents would finally die off so he could finally come out. I don't know that he's that guy. I don't think that he would do
No, he's
that.
too much of a pussy.
No,
That's
he's
too
too
brave
pussy,
for him.
yeah.
He's got no.
That's way too brave for him. That's beyond the pale. That is something that is not going to ever
Everything
happen.
else in his life is transitioning to. I mean, he's gonna.
Hubba Bubba as fuck. That's a great name. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. I wish you'd
Come on,
ask
his
a
hair
question.
won't transition.
Yeah. So
Fucking
I'm just saying,
expect
everything
this guy
around
to
Stuttering
transition.
John is transitioning, whether it's Hal Sparks, Howard, Bruce Jenner, or
Yes.
John
Hal Sparks
Fugelsang.
always looks like he's transitioning.
Yep.
Hey Mo, Jackie wants to invite you to and Opie to his
Oh, we
house.
know,
He
that's
said
what-
so, and Opie. Oh yeah. Because
Yeah,
that was
we play
John.
Who Do
John
You
wanted
Think
to do that.
He's telling us.
That is totally John's doing, and I will absolutely do it as soon as I am back in New York. I will 1000% go there, and we will do like an interview thing together, and I think that will be lots of fun. So I do look forward to that. All right. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to check the calendar? Or do we want
Check
to
calendar
Check
first.
the calendar.
Calendar, let's do it.
Okay, so wait, let me see. Where's my new calendar versus my old calendar? I just have to find it. Give me one quick second. I know it's here somewhere on my screen. What? Oh my God!
Oh my
quiet, you
Danny
guys.
Pinataro over here. Who's the boss reference? I haven't heard that name.
So this morning, we didn't get the clip, but he did say, I have a really low IQ. He actually admitted to that this morning.
He did. I
Well, he's
couldn't
kinda
find
humble
that. How
bragging.
come I didn't find that?
No,
I did not find
I
that.
should have told you it was at the 2 hour and 8
You
minute
told me
Yeah,
it
the
was at the
Wachowski brothers,
9:08
too.
minute
Thank you for the
mark.
20.
It was
Hiding
at
in plain
9:08
sight.
or something like that, and I
Yeah.
just didn't see it. I'm sorry, I
was
just
in
didn't
there.
see
It
it.
was a throwaway line. Yeah,
Hold on,
that's
I
a
realized I
movie.
didn't save both of my calendars, so let me just go ahead and save
Nice
all.
shit.
Give me 1 second.
Canadian
David
Brian
saying hiding in plain
Jean?
sight is perfect. I mean, it's just what he does.
We got
Yes,
Canadian
he did,
bucks.
Gina Bobina. Yes, he did. He,
What?
That he said at a low IQ.
We got donation in Canadian.
He's kind of
Coin.
humble bragging when he does it. It's not even done
That's
in
not
an
humble
ironic
bragging.
way. It's not funny. I mean, he thinks he loves not to know, right? He loves not to know. He loves to mispronounce stuff. That's his thing.
Thank you, Brian Janot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Brian's very generous.
Jeannot.
dude.
Jeannot.
Brian Janot.
Jean Valjean.
Let's go to the calendar. May.
Fuck. Fuck, is that funny? Fuck,
Hey, black guy.
is that funny? May. Can I
feel like
can I just-
Pinataro
can I-
and Cujo.
Can I just one more time?
Let's go to the calendar. May.
Oh, the headphones kill it for me.
Headphones are awesome.
Headphones are awesome. All right, so here's the current
Like Princess
calendar.
Leia.
I went off of the 2021 calendar and decided that we should focus on the 2022 calendar. Okay, wait, hold on. I can actually put up the 2021 as well, just so that we have a
We're gonna
working.
superimpose them. We're gonna superimpose them.
I can't.
We can't do that?
I can't. No, I'm sorry. I'm not technically proficient in.
You might as well
the-
put Florida down for May also, because his ass ain't going
Well, yes,
nowhere.
of course. Yes, of course. Let me just put up the old one so that we can see where we were at and where the calendar will be for going forward. And that would be, let's see, we have him for 2 more solid weeks. So, if
I
according
hope
to
you're
this,
wrong. I hope he's taking May off,
it's gonna
too.
be.
and then then he'll be off for 2 weeks between the end of May, beginning of June for, I guess, Memorial Day. And then he'll probably come back to New York, I would think. And then we have him for 4 weeks, and then that's it.
Do you think he has the audacity of mentioning that he's going to take the summer off again, even though everybody knows at this point? Do you think he'll just wait
His
till the
hand
last
was
second
forced.
again?
Yeah,
No,
he
you know what
definitely.
he'll do? He'll just talk about things that he's planning for the vacation. Talk about like a best of
when?
that he's going to be doing
1 week,
or
2
something
weeks,
like that.
1
Thank you so
day?
much, Snapper.
He's gonna have a fill-in
50.
host every morning, Monique, like
Thank
every
you,
other
Snapper.
radio station does. You know,
We
when
will
sports
wait.
guys go on vacation, they have
Once
fill-in
again-
hosts. That's what Howard's gonna do.
It'll be the day before he takes off. He'll mention it.
Well,
I know everybody knows at this point.
Yeah, Casey could actually find her, but I don't know what I don't really know from her. I don't even know what she adds to any conversation. I don't know. I mean, you guys tell me if you think
Who?
that she's worthy.
Andrea, I mean Miss Howard Stern.
Miss Howard.
I don't care
Stern.
about her. I don't give a shit. I say
mean,
no.
you know,
I don't
she's
care. I
just-
don't
yeah.
care. I don't.
I do
no
love that
interest.
she named her
My
daughter
brain doesn't
Beyonce,
want it.
though. I think that's
My-
the best.
my brain
I think
doesn't
that's
have
the most
room
interesting
for
thing
Andrea.
about her is that her daughter's name
I don't
is
give a shit.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'll say no.
Who are we talking about? Who's in jail? Oh, Arty.
Arty.
Yeah. If you didn't hear
Speaking of
Mr.
Arty.
Whiskers yesterday, we'll play it again. I'm sure that most people who commented about what the fuck is Whiskers saying will say the exact same thing this time around. I don't even know if I kept that either, but it is here somewhere, and we can go to it, and we can discuss. We can discuss what Whiskers told us yesterday, if I can find it. Let me see.
Wait, we're not gonna talk about the 79,000 subscribers that went shit.
Oh yeah.
They left and went bye bye.
They actually lost subscribers in the first
Who
quarter.
did?
It's serious.
Howard.
Oh, gives a shit. You know,
And
I
didn't
would love to
and
go
by the
on
way,
and talk about that.
They're
at
not
some
gaining
point,
them, Dennis. They're certainly not going to gain them.
Well, but the other part though is that their podcast arm is really not doing so good.
Oh, you know, I wanted to talk about that. We talked about it last night, and why aren't I on the serious podcast thing with the Radio Gunk show? And I realized after doing a little bit of research, my friends, that when Sirius bought Pandora, I was on Pandora, and then they fucking took me off when Sirius bought them. How about that?
Wow.
That's your little Pandora conspiracy. That's
That is
definitely
awesome.
their first order of business.
Do you
was to
really
get rid
realize
of
how
us.
awesome that is?
So I wrote them a
think-
letter today. I was like, hey, you know, I used to be on your service, and I'm on pretty much every other service, and I'm not really understanding why I'm no longer on
We're
your
writing
service."
letters.
We write letters. And they were like, oh my God, thank you so much for writing to us. We're going to look into this and get back to you just as soon as we possibly
That
can.
is awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that, motherfuckers.
To the head of programming.
Talkers.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the cover of Talkers magazine next month.
So there's a couple of things that John had sent me. We are in that time period now where we are going
Cleaning out the computer.
So what we're doing for cleaning out the computer today is Johnny sent me, okay, so we were talking about Arty yesterday. For those of you who did not hear the Arty thing, this is what precipitated John sending me the clips that I am going to show you momentarily. But let's listen to this and then we'll come back to the Arty thing.
Hey, Mom. How you doing? Just wanted to let you know this is my one car that allowed me to make. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Whiskers is back in the hood, girl. I got picked up in a sting last night. You know what? They're supposed to tell you if they're a cop or not. Motherfuckers, god damn it. Anyway, I need you to come down and bail me. And also, I met a new friend last night. He's here in jail with me. He wants to know if you can bail him. Well, I don't really know him, but he looks like he's down out of his luck. He doesn't have a nose, gray hair. He said he used to be funny, but he's now back in jail because some sort of probation violation. You know, I guess when you piss dirty, these things happen. I don't know. I'm a cat. These things happen. He also said that while you're at it trying to bail us out, that if you could call the ambulance for him. Anyway, gotta go. I dropped the soap. Don't want to bend over. Talk to you later.
Okay, so that was Whiskers yesterday, and then we were recalling when we were trying to get Arty on the show, and fucking John. So I CC'd John on something that Arty had sent me, and within what I sent
No, I
him
asked
was
your permission. Now, give me
Arty's
credit.
phone number. And
I
he's like,
asked you, can I do something with this
Yes,
phone
he said,
number?
I
And you
want to
said-
fuck with him a
and
little
you
bit.
were like, fuck it, go right
Do
ahead.
you
And
mind if I
yes.
fuck with him a little bit? And I was like, yeah, why not? You know,
why
who
I
gives a
went to
shit?
this either. I still can't
Oh,
remember
it's the
why.
weirdest thing ever, and I loved it. And have we ever shared this on the?
Never. I've been teasing this for 2 years.
Oh my God!
I've just
okay,
found
so
it
this
in my
was the
phone, and
craziest fucking thing ever. I can't wait
better
for you
than I
guys to
thought.
see this. It is better than I thought too. Okay, so I'm actually going to take us off of the screen so that you guys can see this.
It's in
kind of
order, I think.
Purely, yes, it is. And I'm just going to blow it up just a little bit more.
I numbered it for you.
I got it, babe. It's right here.
Okay.
Okay, so what John did is he texted Arty and made believe he was Jamie Presley. And Arty completely fell for it, and it was just really, really fucked up. So here he goes. He's like, "Hey, Arty, it's Jamie Presley. I'm sorry I just missed you on Long Island filming Joe Dirt 3. I was hoping to come down to Governor's to watch you slap the yarmulke on stage, LOL. Howard's show fucking sucks now. Can't listen without you," with the lip kiss emoji. Jamie Presley, the smoking hot blonde. Arty writes back, and by the way, this is not Arty's phone number anymore. He's changed it 40 times since
That's
then.
why we're able to do
It's
it.
like,
right?
no,
Right.
this is someone fucking with me. And so he thought it was David Spade. If this is really you, we only met once on Howard and you hated me. And then after that, he says, "I think. If so, I think for the record, you're cool. You're as cool as you are hot, tough and funny. Thanks for the kind words if it is you. If it isn't, this is some fucked up shit." So he goes, "Back at you, sweetheart. Tough and hot was exactly my tact when I did Stern. I never ever hated you, for the record. I told everyone you were by far the funniest on the show and the reason people even followed him to Sirius. I thought Howard was crossing the line with that. I was pre-interviewed about his nest of vipers, so God forbid I bit back." I'm actually shocked. You know, when you read it, you can totally tell it's you because I know you.
Can you tell it's me by
and
reading it? I
I love it. Yes,
Can you tell
I
it's
love
me
it.
by reading it? Nest
I'm
of
actually
vipers.
shocked Howard hasn't been definitively Me Too'd yet. There's probably dozens of examples more egregious, like Jamie Presley, than the
Egregious.
dudes
Great
who
use of the
have
word.
been skewered, egregious. These are all like little hint words. Hold on, I have to go to the next screen.
I'm
Hang
trying
on,
to
give me
appeal to
1
the
second.
Thompson and Arty, the pros.
Fucking classic. How
I
fucking
want Casey
classic
to see
is this, you guys?
You got to show this to Casey Armstrong.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
the
hopefully
Jamie
he's
Presley
here.
pros.
Okay. He thinks he's the real deal. X now. I think Howard thinks is this the next one? Did I do it wrong?
Can you expand it a little more, or no? Is that
Hold
all
on
you
a
can go?
second. Give me 1 second. How's that?
A little bigger? Hello.
Wait, because
Yes,
I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the wrong one. Hang on a second.
We're on page 4. Text-
Okay.
All right.
It's arm in blue.
It's Army preview
Okay,
page
so as
5.
big as I can get it.
Okay,
Just
good.
have been skewered in the media so far. Ha ha ha, you bit. But that's what made you memorable. Howard's getting away with insane revisionist history. Oh, I love when he
This
uses
is
those
Arty.
words. You should come by the Comedy Cellar one night. Cool hang and best comedians on earth perform there. Thanks for reaching out, James. It means a lot. I just got out of jail, but I'm clean. John writes back, no, hun, we all have our demons and addictions. The most seemingly normal people.
Wow.
I don't know how much we laughed about this when it happened, and I'm still laughing at the same fucking exact spots too. No, hun. We all have our demons and addictions. The most seemingly normal people. The scariest when it all goes down. At least you're on Front Street with it, and people can learn from it. Just know you're far more talented comedically than the Stern Show deserves, and your addictions don't define you. Listen to this, like Jamie fucking Presley would ever write this. Spade told me Howard makes $3,000 a minute on Sirius. I wonder how much of that is on your blood, sweat, and tears to give him that bloated contract. I'm venting, LOL.
Wow.
Wow, this porno is off to a slow start.
That penal colony bitch in Wall Street, Margot Robbie beat me out for
Did I show the shit I said?
Wait. I'm dying. It's funny. I've always been a fan of yours for more than the obvious. Your interviews are always amazing, so I appreciate your comedic judgment. Howard sold out and he didn't have to. Keep in touch. By the way, you calling me James reminded me of something Jerry O'Connell told me. He's like the real deal. Howard's super fan and more X-fan now. I think Howard thinks he's not A-list to book. Jerry told me he thinks Howard blocked you from getting legit shots at CBS 12:30 a.m. talk show. What the fuck? Is that true? What a jealous wig-wearing hump. Okay.
Wow.
Are you guys crying with this? I'm dying. I'm dying with this. One more page. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull it up.
You thought the yarmulke got slapped before.
Fucking delicious, you guys. Really, it's just so stupid. It's just.
I said nothing
ridiculous.
anti-Semitic either, as Jamie Presley.
No, you were good.
Oddly.
You were really good. Okay, hold on. Let me blow this up a little bit. It's true. We got to talk. It's too much to text. He totally did. I know, sweetie. It's all too daunting. Again, you're crazy and hurts. Just know you have a major buttress support from people you don't even know are fans and in your corner. Oh, like you. Thanks. Still breathing. Oh, yeah, there's this little shot of himself. Left my ass off.
Oh, he did not.
Yeah,
He
showed the
did.
picture.
That's
Yeah.
him.
1979 Hell's Kitchen just stole your soul.
Wow.
Watch out for the Westies jumping you at the horny stove for not knowing the secret handshake. Oh my god, you fucking kill me. Westies, wow, nice reference. We gotta hang out. Bah! I have to be a good girl for now. I have twins, but certainly somehow we can go drunk driving together because I'm no one to judge. I got a DUI about 7 years ago. Ooh, this just in from David Spade. Arty looks like he's 5 spin classes away from a young Peter DeLuise.
You dropped that DeLuise reference.
I looked up her
man.
biography before I wrote that, and I looked up
Oh
she had
my
twins. I
God.
didn't want to get caught in
Oh,
the lie,
I'm
so I looked up she has
crying.
twins
Oh
and she got a
my
DUI.
God.
and
Holy
that's all
shit.
true.
How did we not ever put these up?
I kept telling you to put it up. And
Oh
you
my
just
god,
forgot.
babe.
You
Babe.
didn't. It was really late when it was like 1:30 in the morning when I sent, so you didn't really read it
Oh god.
when that was going. He was at the Comedy Cellar, so it was like really
Just-
late, and you just never took it in. And I just found it again. I actually just excavated him again.
That is just beautiful. I just got out of jail, but I'm clean. It's the worst pickup line ever.
Look at David's line on the bottom.
Oh wait,
Arm is the host
I
of How
just
to
pulled
Catch a
back a
Comedian.
little bit so I can read some of this.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
Yeah, Artie believed it was her because there's no way a man would be this verbose.
Come on. Aren't you a teacher? Tiger?
No, it's definitely
English
not
teacher.
Artie's current number. He literally has changed it like 7 times since then. So yeah, that wasn't even the number we wound up calling him in on when he finally came on to the show. So yeah, that's like 17 numbers ago. Oh God, so trash Howard for heartlessness, but someone would be happy when Artie finally dies. Well, you know what? Nobody's gonna be happy when Artie finally dies. I mean, let's be
I
honest.
think I made him feel good about himself. I'm not
Yeah,
even
I think
saying
it was
if I.
good.
I think I enhanced his mood that night.
100% he Googled her and jerked off.
Exactly.
1,000,000%.
Totally. You know, you would have
Absolutely.
if you would have sent back a picture of like your tits or something. That would have been.
I was
like,
thinking about it.
That would have been like just the
The
chef's
the
kiss.
fap thing.
It would have been the chef's kiss of that fucking.
The fappening.
Oh fuck! Was that?
I was looking for a
amazing.
fappening pic, I think, during that.
Too fat for fentanyl.
I'm shocked Artie didn't say something really embarrassing or send a dick pic. Oh, if he would have sent a dick pic, you would have known about it already. This was one of
don't
those
see him
things
doing
that
that.
John did so spur of the moment, and it was so fucking delicious.
why.
I
I don't
literally
know.
forgot about it until you sent it
I
today.
think I was making a clip of her for us, and it just made me think, what if I pretend I'm
Yeah, it was
Jamie?
delicious.
Honestly.
You know, it's so funny for all the peripheral people that you have texted, called, fucked with, made phone calls to. How come you never get through on the Stern Show? Like, why is that?
I've been on more than anybody have. I've been on 6 times in my life. I've called up the
but
wrap-up
like,
show.
like in recent,
My number was flagged. I called you. Remember, I was on hold that in the summer, and they hung up on me, and I had this whole rap about I want to talk about this. And they hung up on me. My number is flagged.
yeah,
I'll do it again.
I guess.
Burner phone. Burner phone.
Exactly.
Burner
I'll
phone.
get you a burner phone with a
Somebody
fake
was-
number if you want. You can
Melvin
call from our
had-
Radio Gunk number.
Melvin had an idea.
For a Google number.
You can call from the Radio Gunk number. They'll never know
That's
it's you,
true
and
as
I can
well.
do it
The one
on
that's
the
flashing on our screen right now.
yeah, that one. And we can
Hey,
do it
boss,
on
we got
Instagram.
252 Gunk on the line.
Okay,
No
so I have
trap.
a clip cleaning out the computer. So I have I only have 2. I have Ralph dry recipe.
You talked about this the other day, so I went and
Or
got
dry
it. Ralph basically raped someone in their sleep. That's how I take this. And this is on
Okay.
that test show they did before they actually launched on January 9th. So this is that test show they did January 5th, 2006. So they're trying to be as edgy as possible. And so Howard basically, I mean, I take this as rape. Don't kind of.
And then I also have an MP4,
Rape.
which we're gonna play.
Which I thought was good. It speaks to the Grillo thing with how Ronnie screams at Howard, "I protected you.
Okay.
I saved your life."
All right, so let's do Ralph dry rape some broad first. Here we go.
Tell me what you think of that.
oh man, I gotta get up before I puke. You were like,
Oh, I was so drunk.
you were drunk.
Yeah, and then like I was trying to get it on with Beth, and then she wasn't going for it. I was going to beat off on her ass when she was asleep, and then she said, if you had done that, that would have been it.
Oh my goodness.
so much fun.
Because Ralph has done that.
Not to Beth.
Yeah, to Beth. No, he's done that. Ralph was with some
That's
chick.
a revelation.
Ralph was with this chick, and he says to me she fell asleep drunk, and he pulled down he pulled down the sheets, and she was wearing a thong.
Well, we were messing around too a little bit, and then she just kind of like passed out.
She passed out on you?
And then she fell asleep, and so he finished by pleasuring himself on her ass.
No. I humped her ass and then came all over it.
Oh, and she never woke up?
No, she slept.
Naturally, Ralph humped her ass.
What do we define that
Consider
as?
rape.
It's rape, right? I mean,
It's rape.
What
100% is rape.
Absolutely.
Finished and you're
Actually, that would be
humped her?
sexual. That's sexual assault.
Well,
He did it 2 more times.
sexual
after.
battery, but
Two more
Yeah,
times.
battery.
You're not listening. Hang on. Let me just play a little bit back.
still illegal.
Oh, and she never woke up?
Someone please.
No, she slept, and he did it 2 more times after
Oh
that.
my goodness.
I tried that a couple times.
Are you sure she was still alive?
I don't know.
Are you sure she wasn't a guy?
Yeah, I believe the whole thing except the chick part.
Wow.
If she can't give consent, it's rape. Come on.
Spot on, X. I think that's rape. Is that rape? I believe
It's not rape. He did it
It's,
2 more times, though.
It's sexual assault.
He did it 2 more times,
2 more times,
guys.
And they're bragging about it. This is him with no accountability, just getting to serious. We could do whatever we want. I have no human resources. Somebody send that clip
shockingly
to.
enough, Ralph could do whatever he wanted.
And Ralph
too.
could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, there was no wrongdoing
This
for
is the
him.
show you can't find again. It was that test show they did, and
Yeah.
he talks about Emily on this. I got another. That's enough for another day.
Oh,
Emily
I'd love to do that whole thing. Okay,
Yeah, the
let's
whole
do that for
summer,
another show.
yeah.
Okay, all right, so last clip is the MP4, and what is this one now?
This
So
is Ronnie.
follow-up?
This is the security expert. He's an FBI agent, and he hates Ronnie as security, and he starts to rip into Ronnie. Ronnie goes nuts and screams, "I protected you," about what Grillo was talking about, and so he runs out of there. It's really good kind of banter, and this guy hates Ronnie and hates how much of a hack he is, and he shouldn't be doing security, and it's just a good. It speaks to what we did with Grillo yesterday. It's
Okay,
a follow.
by the way, I just hated that clip we just played of Ralph. That was
course,
really
that's
like
what-
a massive
Gross.
douchebag.
Somebody
Fucking
send
gross
that clip
guy.
to the powers that be, or I will. Let's see if we
Someone
can
send
do
that
it.
to the cup.
Let it circulate a little bit.
All right, here we go.
You're in law enforcement. Is he qualified to be my bodyguard?
Don't even start with that, because I will go off.
What do you
my
mean?
head will pop off my shoulders.
Whoa.
Seriously. I sit there listening every day.
Go ahead.
Since 85. That's a long time, right?
Right.
I take it very seriously when someone says, I'm going to protect someone's life. Now, you and I are dads. I have 2 children, daughter and son. You have 3 daughters.
No, he
You're
doesn't.
married. You have a wife.
Right.
When you're going to take responsibility for someone's security, you need to have proper training.
Right.
Whoever trained him ought to be shot.
I don't know that he ever had.
Well, he says he had training, and I've watched his behavior. For example, Elliot Offen was freaking out one day years ago, and Ronnie's standing there with his hands down at his hips.
Right.
First rule in executive protection is you keep your hands at your heart. For 2 reasons. One is there's where your arms are strongest, and secondly, you prevent yourself from getting sucker punched.
Right.
So right there tells me he wasn't properly trained.
Are you a trained fighter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a Matu Guru in Filipino Kali and a Sifu in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
No shit.
I love that.
Fucking douche.
I love that.
A Matu Guru.
Keep going.
That's
It's
all
not
I
done.
have.
No.
That's it. That's all.
Is he? You're in law enforcement.
Children, daughter and son, you have responsibility for something. As I watch day years ago.
That's it.
Executive protection.
Well.
Arms are strongest, and secondly, you prevent yourself from getting.
It's 18 megabytes.
A trained fighter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a Matu Guru in Filipino Kali and a Sifu in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
No shit.
That's so funny. Just that
These
alone.
words he's speaking. Kung Fu Wing Chun.
Ronnie storms at. Oh my God! I got to complete that tomorrow. I'll get the second half tomorrow.
No.
Cliffhanger.
Okay.
Cliffhanger.
We have all summer.
Don't forget to like and
We have all
subscribe.
summer. We all summer have no
Alright.
content.
All right. Well, that is it for us tonight, my friends. Thank you so much for participating with us. You were an incredibly lively chat tonight. I loved every moment of it. You know, something I used to covet when we first had our first YouTube channel is when we used to go live, which wasn't as often as we do now, obviously.
Yep.
But maybe at the time we get like 50, 60 people. And one time we hit 100 people, and I was the most excited I could possibly be, because I never thought for a lifetime of doing this stupid show that we would hit more than 100 people. And now on most nights we're somewhere around 300, sometimes 325 or 350. So I thank you all for sticking with us and coming back to us after we died a slow, horrible, burning death the last time. So don't forget to subscribe and like us and hit the little bell ringy button. And also something I haven't said in a while, but if you do not participate on RadioGunk.com in the forum section, it's where Dennis does the morning review of the Stern Show. And we talk about pretty much everything pop culture related. So, yeah, that's it.
Officially, it's a mockery thread.
It is indeed a mockery thread. It is indeed
We
a mockery.
We mock.
We mock and
Because we
scoff.
are.
I mean, the best thing that we had on the site yesterday was the Met Gala. Lorena Blanche does a job like nobody else in terms of, you know, just picking apart these incredibly narcissistic, ridiculous human beings. I found out yesterday that Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress, and she had to lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks to fit into it. And even then, her fucking fat ass couldn't fit into it, and they had to actually just tie it together in the back because they couldn't even fucking zip it.
Do you think that
on
still
her.
had Jack Kennedy's DNA on it?
I think
Probably.
so. I think so, yes. I think so, yes. It's the
Can
most money ever paid for a dress ever. Somewhere around $4.3 million. It was kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah,
makes me
Ripley's
sad.
Believe It or Not in Orlando had it. They shipped it to her, and she couldn't fit into it when she first tried it on, so she had to lose 16 pounds to even slip it over her ass. And so she wore double Spanx, threw it on, and only walked from the top of the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs, took pictures, and then they immediately had her take it off. And then she wore a knockoff of it for the rest of the night. So yeah, I could talk about this shit all night, and I would love to do shows about this.
That is weird that both Pete Davidson and Jack Kennedy nutted on that dress. What the fuck kind of universe are we living in?
Exactly.
I don't like this Matrix reality.
I don't like
it's
this
not very
Matrix
good
where
at all.
Kardashians are going for like white tattooed guys now. It's really kind of scary.
Yep.
I'm not really sure.
Kanye was
about
so
it.
bad he turned her white.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you, C. Margolis, for appreciating any kind of perceived talent I have at interviewing people. I do appreciate that more than you can possibly know. But we are going to go now because I have to go.
Night.
Quick plug for the Deppening tomorrow. Deppening tomorrow. The
Yeah,
Tune in.
Sucky Bisexual is going to take the stand, and Sara returns.
Yeah.
And the link to the Deppening is in the wording at the bottom of the page here. So good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.